I hit the button, so I'd assume it's live.
I'm going. I didn't realize that we have unlucky number 13 number of subscribers. Wow.
Poggers.
Poggy.
Biggies, poggies. Ooh, I need to make a post in my Discord, actually. Let me do that. They can all hear us, by the way. I haven't like stopped the music.
That's fine.
There's also no music here, actually.
Oh. Well, that must be really awkward just hearing our voices.
I mean,
to be fair, they're used to it.
How dare
also,
people listen to our voices, right?
I'm just saying, like, our voices are kind of annoying. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe
I mean,
you're kind of annoying.
I know this.
Did I just...
hey chat, I love y'all.
Yeah, we love you. Thank you. Tim, you can post in our Discord too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I was gonna go to mine and do mine because I've never actually done one in ours.
Wow, imagine. Hi, Cherry. Just because we're not here doesn't mean that we're not here. My light isn't turned on, so I'm not allowed to have the stream open because Paul said that's illegal.
I never said that.
Paul said it's illegal for me to not have the backlight on. I need
Also,
color.
Nate, out of curiosity, do we know why it's 720?
What?
The stream 72060 is source. I was just wondering if that was normal.
Are you looking at YouTube or is Twitch?
Twitch.
Mm.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Good enough for me.
I was just
It
wondering.
might be a multi-stream thing, actually.
That's what I was thinking, because like sometimes it's dumb about that when you like set up a new profile like to stream to like that.
Well,
I don't.
Or are you streaming from the same profile? I don't know.
Oh no, I'm streaming 720. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't matter.
I don't mind. I was just wondering if you knew. And now you know.
Here's the thing.
All
Here's the thing. You ready for this? No one notices the difference between 1080 and 720 unless somebody tells them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because when you're watching a video on Twitch in your browser, how often are you actually full screened?
Yep. I only full screen for esports events, partially because chat's dick.
There are big stuff like that, like watching watching studio reveals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You remove chat, you go full screen.
Yeah.
But those are also broadcast in a higher quality. And you know, this is not a high quality. This is studio blank.
Fuck, that's a mood.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
People can see your faces now, by the way. They know that you're texting instead of paying attention.
No, I was checking an email from a professor.
You have us on theater mode on your TV?
episode?
Oh, shit.
What episode is this, by the way?
35.
This is 35.
Holy shit.
This is episode 35, and I've already named it "Springing into the New Season." That's its name. It's official.
See, you're awesome.
I don't know. I was typing that as I went to go look at that email.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places. I have a Twitter alert. It was you. It was us, actually.
It was Tim.
We
Did
are.
Did I do a thing? Did I forget to do a thing? I might have done a thing.
For day 15! Day 15! Give it up for day 15!
That's Ludwig tweeted out, "Give it up for day 15." Oh, what a magical moment.
All right.
So,
That's Twitter.
how's
All right,
everybody
Twitter is
doing?
done.
Oh, you know.
I'm okay.
It's been a week.
Wow, a whole week, really?
Yeah.
I met with one of my professors today.
Yeah.
She looked me dead in the eyes and she goes, "Tim, you can't pass my class." I go, "Well, fuck." And because she put a thing in the syllabus this semester that was like, if you don't have a minimum of a 60 average on the homework, you cannot pass the class. And you know, sometimes I stay up late at night doing homework for all of my classes, and then I sleep through submission deadlines. And I missed just enough homeworks that the best my average for my homework could be was a 59.
Ouch.
And so I met with her today during office hours, and I explained to her, like, my physical health conditions and some of the mental health conditions I've been dealing with this semester. And she was like, okay, well, now that I understand this, I am way more willing to be lenient. So she was like, if you get an 80 on the final and you average an 80 on the next 3 quizzes and you retake the other 2 that you've missed, because she lets us retake 2 quizzes at the end of the on the last class day of the semester, and you turn in the rest of the homeworks and you put a good faith effort into them, I will ignore that one condition of you passing. You'll get whatever grade it deserves to be averaged in as, but I will pass you. And I was like, you know what? Good enough for me.
I don't care. Nobody cares about grades once you're out of school. They're looking for a check mark. They're looking for, did you pass or fail? And you know what? Honestly, most of the time they're not even looking for that.
They just want to see that you got a degree. That's it.
Pretty much.
See, but here's the best thing, Tim, is half the time they don't even check.
Yep.
You can lie about a degree. I can just say I
as an engineer cannot lie about my degree.
no, not that you can't. You shouldn't. You very much so can, and you can probably get away with it for a lot longer than you think. This is terrible advice. Nobody listen to this. But technically speaking, it could work.
On the podcast yet for it.
I haven't even started recording my audio.
Yep.
Yeah, me either.
Okay, let's
Now
start
we're
doing that.
5.
5. If everybody's up. Yes, we're good. We're
Yes.
good. Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Woo!
Blah.
Clap. 3, 2, 1, go.
Blah.
God is dead.
Goes blah every time.
Why are we here?
I mean, with Little Nas's video.
I don't know. I don't think God is dead. I think Satan is just back. That's really what it is.
We won't get
And
to
you
the
know what?
actual.
I don't think God
You
is
know
dead. I just think Satan's back. This is like fucking
a
Justin
solid
Timberlake.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Lil Nas is bringing Satan back, bro.
Yeah.
He's bringing Satan back. Yeah.
If only hell wasn't preached as a concept that's not actually a concept until, the 1600s.
Yeah, I was gonna say, last time I checked, Jesus didn't preach about going to hell, so
Nope.
last time I checked, it doesn't exist. Fuck them. All right, but on another note,
But
what kind of
Hi,
note?
chat.
What kind of note are we talking about? Is this like a post-it note?
definitely.
Nice.
Okay.
Is it a yellow post-it note or is it one of those like fancy different colored post-it notes?
No, it's like one of those
It's
TikTok
in fact,
post-it notes
it's in
where they
fact
just
blue.
You know, that is my favorite color of post-it note. I don't know if you knew
Really?
that. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Listen, when you buy a 4-pack of post-it notes, you get orange, yellow, blue, and then what's the other one? You get like a fucking green?
It's
like
usually pink.
It's usually a pink.
Pink. Okay. Pink
here
is
for the
all
pink.
pink is all right. Yellow's the standard. Orange is just a bitchier yellow. And then
hate
blue stands out. Blue is unique. Blue has purpose. Okay? I think that the blue post-it notes are the best post-it notes because they taste like Baja Blast, okay? And no one here can tell me any differently because I have a feeling none of you assholes have eaten post-it notes before.
I'm going to contest your argument. They
Damn
taste
it!
like paper. I did
all
it as a
honesty-
dare in high school.
I was about
Honestly,
to say,
it was a
Honestly,
good
I've
bit.
never eaten a post-it note before, but I just thought it was a really funny bit.
We were in STEM class. Somebody made.
Why is everyone here eating a post-it note all of a sudden? This was
I don't know.
a joke!
Did you just not have a normal childhood, Nate? Like the rest of
Listen,
us ate
normal
our post-it
childhood
notes.
does not mean eating post-it notes. Paul, you're still looking for dinner. Do you want me to go pick you up a midnight snack? I think Walgreens has a paper for this section. Fuck! Holy shit, do you want me to buy you a notebook?
Yes.
I can label the pages for different meals.
We haven't even started the actual episode, and there's your
Oh.
cursed ocean plan.
Yeah, Cherry, that took a hard 180 there. That took a hard fucking 180. I was going for memes, and they were like, no.
Nobody's upset.
Oh no. I just was going to continue the meme by completely arguing against your Baja Blast point.
Oh, it was. I mean,
All right. Are
have
we
you
are we
eaten-
ready to actually start this episode?
I think. So.
We have a shit ton of news to go through.
Is it all in the
I ha-
thing?
I
Oh my
had more
God.
news. Yes,
Oh
it's
my
all in the
God.
thing.
We
I
are all
had more
news.
news, and then I decided to trim some of it out because I was like, I don't feel that. Do I really care about that news? Do we really care about that news? Nah, it's not relevant.
Never.
Okay, are we ready? Welcome to Studio Blank, the Anime and Manga Podcast. We can find your news, views, and reviews on all things weeb every single week. Welcome to episode 35. We took a week off.
Yeah, we
had
said
to-
we weren't gonna miss an episode in 2021, and then
All of
lied
us
to you.
died
and we're sorry.
To be
collectively.
fair, Nate was still coughing up along.
I was
Yeah.
not I would not have been a good guest. I would have said
I also was coughing up a lung, and I had not slept in 48 hours when it came time to record.
yeah,
And I was dealing with innumerable amounts of work things.
yeah, which I mean, to
Yeah,
be
it's-
fair, if he had gotten it taken care of, it wouldn't have been a problem, but he procrastinated so much by playing Dota 2 all of the time. However,
That's not true.
I'm memeing.
Just make an episode 34.5 and say you didn't release it because it was too good. That
Wow,
is an idea
it'd
that I
be
love.
crazy.
I don't think you can backdate it on Spotify though.
You can't, but we can release it only on Patreon.
We can say that Simplecast was down.
See, no, but then we're lying to people. I can just as long as we're just like
That's where the lie is. Recording an episode and backdating it and telling people lies about it. That's not lying. But saying Simplecast was down, that's where I draw the line. That's where my morals come into place, all right? Murder? No. But if you steal anything, ooh.
Ooh wee.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Fuck.
let's get into the shit ton of news that I have.
Wow.
Because we missed a whole week. And let's start with everyone's least favorite news
Mm.
from the last 12 days. Fuck Attack on Titan.
Ooh woo. We all knew it wasn't gonna make
we all
it.
knew it was gonna happen.
We all knew they were
nobody
gonna have to
was shocked.
continue it. Now, see, so here's the thing that really gets my goat is they were like, final season. This is the end. Final season. Season finale.
Yep.
And then they said, oh, but the season's not over yet. We're continuing it in a year. That's not continuing a season. That is another season.
Yep.
And if they had literally just branded it as season 4 and not the final season and made a big show about it, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, if,
I would
if it
not
had been
care.
season 4 of Attack on Titan, and then they were like, hey, by the way, in a year, like winter 2022's season is the final season, then nobody would be angry.
Yep.
Nobody would be upset.
Yep.
Hell, you know what? They probably could have produced those other 8 episodes that are missing, because that's really about what's left.
Pretty much.
Yep.
In the time that it had taken to get to this point.
See, this is, oh my god, this is literally like, do you ever like write a paper, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, give me a topic to write a paper on.
Hold on.
It doesn't
I know
matter.
exactly what
I
this is.
just need a fucking topic.
Statistical analysis of
Pigeons.
Okay, so
pigeons.
I write pigeons, rough draft. Then I write pigeons, rewritten. Then I write pigeons, final. Pigeons, final 2. Pigeons, final 3. Pigeons, final. This is Attack on Titan seasons, guys.
Guys, can we talk about the fact though, real quick, that is something that like we legitimately all did in high school? If you have any form of
Paul, it's really bold of you to assume that I did any more work other than the rough draft and didn't just turn that in.
No, I was just talking about the general naming convention of never actually naming the final thing final. It was always like steps of progressively naming things as you got through and saved until you got to the final rough draft, and then you were like, rough draft, final, and then you sent it. It was never just like rough draft.
Paul, do you know how many files I rename before I upload so that it doesn't say fixed? Yeah.
Yep. Same. I don't know, guys. That may just be me with like my ADD hyperactivity tendencies. I don't know, but like, if you looked at my like songs that I write and like looked at the naming convention, there is none.
Okay.
There's like 1, 1.2, 1.7.
So,
Attack on Titan.
basically, for those who are out of the loop, Attack on Titan ended this week with their season finale with big quotes around it and announced that the second half of the season, even though they just had a season
Coming in a
finale, will be coming
in a
in
year.
winter 2022.
So yes, the season that starts again in December.
That is, that's wow, it's a lot.
hate it.
I will say I have now read all the manga.
Yeah, and when
gonna be
you
doing that
get
this
current
week.
with the manga, you're like, hey, wow, now I understand why there was so much fucking CGI in season 4.
Yeah,
Right? Like-
well, I'm very excited for what everybody's excited for. Like, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in those last like 5-6 chapters that having those as 2D drawings would have been very difficult.
No, it was what was great was
I think it's a combination of that and like a lack of time when they originally started, because I think you could probably do it, but it'd be so much work. I don't know if it's worth it. Is what I was.
so oh man,
No?
I forgot my oh yeah. So when I started reading, I was told by Cherry to start reading at like the chapter that it was because they cut something out. Yeah. So the big thing that like I was like, yeah, they're not finishing it. They hadn't introduced paths at all.
Nope.
Like at all. Scene they cut out, paths. And I was like, yeah, that's it. Like that I've been waiting for this the entire time.
Yep.
But so now, hey Tim, do we have any good news?
I actually have
actually-
a
that's a lot of good
shit ton
news.
of good news. Okay, so this is gonna start with some of the oldest news, and we're gonna work our way forward
All right.
to current. Now that we've told Attack on Titan to go fuck itself. Part 2 of Mushoku Tensei comes back in July
Yay.
with the summer season, which I am so fucking stoked for. I went on Bookwalker and bought the first 6 volumes of the light novel and the most recent release of the light novel.
So many people I know have read through the light novel now, and I'm just like, I should. I want to. I should.
I'm gonna do it
See-
after second season.
Once I have, because I have all the way up to where we just ended at the end of season 1.
Mhm.
That's everything that I own, and then I have volume 10. But that was just because that was all I could afford to put on my credit card this week. And all of the book, so the first volume was half off, and then volumes 2 through 5 got 20% back on the on like the coins. So I ended up getting basically enough to buy another volume. I'm just waiting for those provisional coins, and then I'm buying volume 6.
Of course.
There you go.
Good.
But I spent enough money on Bookwalker today that I went from getting 1% return on all of my purchases to 12%.
Wow.
Just want to point out, Cherry's
But
typing
to-
in the chat, one of us.
Yeah, Mushoku Tensei blew me away.
It was
This
really
season.
good. It was way better than I
I've heard
expected.
So many good things.
It was
it is
so fire.
It is super good. There's absolutely scenes I had to fast forward through because they made me incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah,
But it was still really, really good.
but I think one of the things about Mushoku this season that like made it feel so good was the fact that it was so real. And like the tropes, the isekai tropes, they didn't feel like they were just forced in there. They were actually an important part of the story, and they existed, and it wasn't just like oh, we're just doing this to do this. It was
It felt
truly
grounded.
yeah. And you know what? Realistically speaking, if you're a 34-year-old man and you're reincarnated into a fantasy world and you were a pervert before, what the fuck is gonna change?
No, I listen. I think that it's very well written. I'm skipping some of those scenes, but I still think it's very well written, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I'll still recommend it.
Oh Lord.
Paul,
Yeah.
There's some rough scenes, man.
I'm gonna watch it. I just. Oh Lord.
Okay. So
So
here we go. Did you guys watch Science Fell in Love, So I Tried to
Oh
Prove It?
God, yes. It's so cute.
We have season
I know we're
2
getting
coming.
I know.
Yeah,
It's just cute.
that got announced, a week ago, but like it still makes me very excited. Like I love that show. A bunch of the guys in my house that don't watch anime have started watching it with me because they find the science behind it really interesting
It's
and
good.
they're loving the characters, so that's been really
It's
cool.
just cute.
We have a date for the Tonikawa OVA. And it will
Oh?
start streaming worldwide on Blu-ray release day in Japan.
Yep.
We're getting a
Oh?
simultaneous release.
Dude, I'm just so happy we're finally getting to the point where like they're just like the West can have it. You know, it's like it.
Are you
for
sure?
Disney-
Are you sure we're allowed to have it? Because I'm still waiting for Fate Stay Night.
It's fine.
August 18th, Tonikawa OVA.
Yes.
And it'll be on Crunchy.
Hey, that makes life easy.
Okay. Continuing.
I have a whole bunch of dates for shows that Funimation has released. So, Hetalia World Stars starts on Thursday. Combatants Will Be Dispatched starts on the 4th.
Damn.
Megalobox 2 Nomad starts on the 4th. Dragon Goes House Hunting starts on the 4th.
Wait, what?
Moriarty the Patriot Part 2 starts on the 4th.
Can we rewind for a second? Dragon goes
Dragon
house
Goes
hunting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this a real estate with dragons?
Okay, here's the plot summary. When a dragon fails to live up to the fearsome standard set for him, his family kicks him out. He embarks on a quest to find a new home, but soon finds that life on the road is no place for a cowardly beast of legend. In a fantasy world full of elves, dwarves, and other mythical creatures, where everyone wants a piece of him, literally, the frustrations of house hunting reach a whole new level.
I need this in my life. That sounds absolutely
know.
amazing.
It's great. I saw it the other day. I was like, I'm watching this.
That like the
So
name
hard.
the name caught my attention. I was like, well, hold on one goddamn moment there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Continue,
I had read the description on it earlier today, and I was like, this sounds awesome!
That sounds amazing. I did not mean to interrupt you though. Please keep going.
Mars Red starts on the 5th. The Saints'
Yep.
magic power is omnipotent starts on the 6th. Full Dive, this ultimate next-gen full dive RPG is even shittier than real life,
Yeah.
starts on the 7th.
Yep.
The World Ends With You, the animation starts on the 9th. Reflection Ray, I don't know why I kept trying to read that as Refraction Ray. Reflection Ray starts on the 9th, and
Yep.
Battle Athletes Victory Restart starts on the 10th. I don't
Okay,
know.
I think there's
And
like
now
3
all
or
of
4
that's
shows
done.
there that I'm interested in. I'm interested
Yeah,
in the shitty MMO.
Yep. 100%.
Yep.
That one
I'm
sounds
ready
hilarious.
for Full Dive.
Yep.
Dragon Goes House Hunting.
Sounds
Moriarty
amazing.
the Patriot.
I'm gonna watch it right now.
Megalobox. Combatants Will Be Dispatched. Those are the 5 that I'm like,
I don't know if I'm gonna do Combatants because I'm gonna try and do Megalobox because I've never actually seen it, so I need to watch through all of it and then also catch up for the season.
Well, you have a week.
I do. I don't know if I'll get through it.
I'm
but we'll try.
absolutely putting Combatants Will Be Dispatched over Megalobox.
Really.
Megalobox is awesome and the animation is amazing, but like I didn't finish the first season, and Combatants Will Be Dispatched sounds a little more up my alley.
Fair.
also,
On the notes of all this stuff, good God,
Hol-
did we get anime movies?
oh yeah, we'll get to anime
get to that
movies in a
later.
minute.
Okay, cool.
The U.S. Justice Department
Oh yeah.
has extended its antitrust review of Sony's proposed purchase of Crunchyroll, and that makes me happy.
So they might not be able to push the deal through.
Correct.
To be fair, yeah, it's kind of a monopoly.
Yeah,
It's a really niche monopoly, but
it
it's
is a monopoly.
consolidating it into a monopoly. But you know who's not a part of that monopoly? Netflix. And guess what anime they're ruining this time?
I don't remember.
That's right. Records of Ragnarok is going to be on Netflix.
Fuck.
Was that one in your news?
No, but
It also got a June release date.
Okay, that's not terrible.
No, it's really good actually, all things considered.
June release date is, it's a summer 2021 season. Works for me.
You're muted, Paul.
It's a great release date. I'm just
Netflix.
So
Okay.
here's what I'll say about that real quick, because I was watching through Dota, the Dota Netflix one. When they're doing the 2D, they do 3D for a couple things like the giant dragon fights, like between dragons and stuff.
Paul,
But
we're not talking about the studio. We're simply talking about the distribution.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fair. I'm making the point that Netflix is based on the stuff that they're continually bringing. It looks like they're trying to begin more of that harder, like classic 2D look. So I'm hoping.
I completely disagree with what you're saying because they already have it. They're just venturing with the Dota anime into doing the 3D weird stuff.
Okay, so on a more positive note,
Yes.
Kodansha USA put 6 new. They're adding 6 new manga to their list that will debut this fall, and they also announced that they're releasing a Monogatari series final season box set, and
Ooh.
I thought you would get excited by that.
I am because I still haven't finished the Monogatari series, and I really need to.
So there was one manga on this Kodansha list that really caught my eye, and I'm just gonna give you the summary for it. You tell me what it's based off of. It's a spin-off manga. The official spin-off manga of the rom-com hit turned anime features fan favorite the shy girl longing to come out of her shell. Written and illustrated by the original creator Reiji Miyajima. Catch up on the manga before
Are we getting an
for a second
anime?
anime season coming soon. We are getting Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend as a manga. It's a manga completely focused on Sumi.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
And the art for it is absolutely fucking adorable. The cover art on the first volume is adorable. I'm very excited. She's flush and sitting at like a family restaurant in a very cute pink sweater.
Aw. Well, seems like I need it now. I need cute girls doing cute things.
Okay. We're getting more Dr. Stone. We're getting the arc that is currently occurring, sort of, in the manga, which I'm very excited for. I like that. That arc is my favorite thus far. I think it's the most well written. And we don't know how it's coming, whether it's a movie or another season. They haven't announced yet, but we did get an official announcement that it's coming back. Okay, on to something else that is not a movie yet. We're going to get to those in a minute. VV Fluorite Eyes Song put out a second promotional video. They announced 3 more cast members, and then they also announced this one really cool fact that when it comes out on April 3rd, we're not getting 1 episode. We're getting 2.
Ooh. Doing the old ReZero strategy.
I'm really excited.
I'm about it.
And I'm looking through like some of the shots from the video, and holy shit.
Listen, I'm not sure how I would feel if I was a
beautiful.
sentient amusement park, but I'm not sure it would be great.
I think it looks awesome. I'm very excited for this.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I hope.
I cannot wait to see what Wit and
the other studio.
Teppei Nagatsuki Sensei have put out for us.
Nice.
I'm very excited. I think it's going to be. It looks beautiful, and the concept seems really cool to me. I've been on this hype train since it got announced, so I'm very excited that like this weekend we will get our first episode of it on Saturday.
Nice.
And then we're gonna get a second episode on Saturday.
Yeah, I remember when Vinland Saga came out, they put out all 3 of the first episodes because the first 3 episodes is the entire arc of him and Thor's dying. So like,
it really helps like get you into it.
It gives you the whole like, hey, This is the prequel. Now go.
It's the immersion.
Yeah.
You know.
It's the
Is what I like to call it.
context, the necessary context to really get you to bite.
Mhm.
Yep.
Also, so 2 weeks ago when we had Rec on, we talked about a show called Yuru Camp, otherwise known
Yes.
in English
Laid Back
as
Camp.
Laid Back Camp.
It's so cute.
And just this past week, in fact, 2 days ago, they announced that Gem Drop, which is a company that makes games, created 2 separate VR games based on Yuru Camp. And they take place at the campsites from season 1 and season 2.
I still need to watch
And-
that show.
So the first game came out in the first week of March, and the second one is coming out in April. I'm very excited. I think from the stuff that I have seen, it looks really fucking fun, and it's very
cute.
fucking adorable.
Does it work with the Oculus Rift?
Here we go. It costs about $20 on iOS and Android devices. So if you had like the Google
Mhm.
headset for VR, you could do it that way. And it is on PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. You do not have to play it in VR. You can play it simply like from your handheld.
Okay.
But it does work with the PSVR, the Oculus Rift, the HTC Vive, and the Switch VR kit.
All right. I
cool.
feel like we're gonna be doing cute anime VR things.
When I move down there, we are going to be playing through both of these games on Patreon. It will be a thing. It'll be fun.
100%.
Okay.
If you know,
Now I
Nate
have to
doesn't get it
wait.
first. I was about to say, if Nate doesn't get it first.
Paul, do you know how much effort it is for me to set up
Okay.
VR?
I was gonna say, like, it can be just Tim and I. You can play through it and do whatever, and then Tim and I can do it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
'Cause
Paul,
we'll have 2 VR.
we'll make Paul watch through the entirety of Laid Back Camp and Room Camp, and then we'll make him play the games.
I mean, I should watch them too before I should play the games. But yeah.
Also, you should do that.
Anything else? What we
So-
got?
I'm only 5 episodes in, so it's not like I'm
You're 5 episodes further than
I-
me.
Have 3 movies to talk about.
Ooh, woo! I know what 2 of them
Okay,
are.
before you talk about that, just in case anybody missed it, My Hero Academia is already back, so go watch that. That's all.
Yeah, I was gonna say that first episode of My Hero, which I still have not watched.
It's episode 0, isn't it?
No, it's episode 1 of the season.
Everything I've seen said that this week was episode 0 for it.
Let
Huh.
me go to Crunchyroll and
Honestly,
figure
it
the
may
fuck
be. I
out.
just it was there, and I
I've-
watched
I've-
it. So I assumed it was. That's all.
All I know is it's technically the first episode of the
Yes,
season.
it is
That's how they
technically the
listed it.
first episode
yeah,
of this
yeah.
season. I just remember seeing like it was supposed to be. It was in episode 1, but it acted like an episode 0. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
that's what I
recap episode.
Yep. it was a
Nice.
recap.
That's hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with a recap episode considering it's been a fucking year since
There's
we
also
got mine.
there's nothing wrong with a recap episode a week before the season starts.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
just I just want to be clear that if people think that they're getting full new content this week,
Yeah.
you still want to watch
You
it.
got
You should
baited.
still watch it, but you're not going to be getting that new content from it.
So we're gonna talk about the movie that I give the least number of fucks about, and then we'll move forward. Black Clover anime
Thank God.
film.
Thank God that was the first one that you went to. I was gonna be so sad if it wasn't. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of where I was at. It's just I'm really annoyed. I am actually so annoyed that this is how they're doing this arc in Black Clover.
Oh, are they doing the Demon Slayer thing?
They are doing the Clover Spade Kingdom arc, which is currently occurring in the manga
Yeah.
as a movie.
Wait, so it's not over in the manga yet?
No.
Correct.
I've seen
It
Attack
is
on
not
Titan. I
done.
know how this ends.
It is not fucking done yet.
It's not even close to done. Like it
Yeah, that like
We have a minimum, considering the pace that this arc has taken, of 22 chapters
so like
before this arc is done.
here's the thing is I don't care about Black Clover. I wasn't excited for it. Now I'm like actively dreading that movie coming out. Like that's why?
unless they already have the storyboards and stuff and it comes out like as stuff's done and then they just don't do anything for 3 years,
I wouldn't doubt that they already have a plan for the whole arc, but like the fact that the manga's not already done, like etc.
So here's my I'm gonna be the
40%
optimistic.
canon, 60% filler. Seems about right for this movie.
I'm gonna be the optimistic bitch here,
Okay.
and just for all of us, so everybody can blame me when it's all bad. Okay?
Because
that's
I'm
how it's gonna happen
pessimistic
anyway. I'm hoping what they do is they have the entire arc planned out in the back end because it's a shonen manga, so like everybody, like the approval process is like way out there, assumedly, right? And so they get to the end of the arc and they do the movie to the end of the arc and they go, cool, you guys are not getting any new Black Clover shit for the next like 5 years. So that like we get caught up to the end of this arc, because the end of this arc, theoretically, with what we're going through, is pretty fucking hot. Like, so I'm hoping that like they just decide to like say, this is it for the next like 5 years. So we're gonna go out all bang with a movie and then just like leave it alone for the next like 5 years. Because I think that is honestly the best option for the series at the moment, is to say, like, give us the grand finale fireworks show and then do nothing for like 5 years. Because like it needs time to recoup, it needs time to catch up, it needs time for people to be like, okay, we have a budget to throw behind Black Clover, so the animation is not shit 80% of the time, and then that other 20%, like the other 15%, it's pretty good, and that other 5%, it's like knock your socks off. Like, that's what needs to happen. But
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, on to the movie that I care slightly more about.
All right, what's the slightly more cared about movie?
My Hero Academia, the
Three
movie
Musketeers!
Okay, I could not give a
World
shit
Hero-
about that movie.
World Heroes Mission.
I could not be bothered. The premise is interesting.
Yes.
Yeah,
The premise is
seems
interesting.
really sick.
But the problem
trailer?
is this movie is either going to be really cool and terribly, or be mediocre all the way through, because they won't commit to non-canon movies.
Yeah.
That is my wholehearted solid opinion right now, and I hate it.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen.
So TLDR, to back up Nate's point, I was home this weekend with family, and my cousin had never seen the two movies before. So we watched both of them, and the first one was like, oh, cute Elseworld, woohoo. And the second one was like, holy shit, and then we got to the end, and then the face dropped. And it was like, you could have just fixed that one thing. And so we had a 15-minute discussion at the end of the movie about like how the rest of the movie was great, except for that one thing that ruins the whole goddamn thing.
It's so terrible that one moment.
It's so frustrating.
That one moment. The thing is too, it's not like, oh well, they ruined his outfit in one scene, so I can't watch it. It's this one plot point, like it makes everything
ruins
else
the
in the
whole thing.
movie mean significantly less.
Yep.
It just means that there were no sacrifices, there were no real effort. It was just kind of a cool animated sequence. Like,
And here's me hoping that Horikoshi has looked at them and going, this is Elseworld Deku. That's it. It's over. It's fucking done. We're committing to it.
give me
And
Elseworlds. I will hype the fuck out of Elseworlds My Hero.
Honest to God,
If this is Elseworld My Hero, this movie goes from like a 6 for me in terms of like what order I need to watch it to number 1.
Oh yeah. No, like actually, like that. If they told me right now that this
or if
was
they just
non-canon
committed-
or Elseworlds, I would be all
or
in.
if they just commit it to canon and say it's in this pocket, because we get a mini time skip during spoilers. We get a mini time skip in the manga.
So the
So
problem.
like, if they commit to it and just do it in that little pocket, given what happens in the manga, and say this is it, I'm down.
So my argument against that is if they want to do that, then we end up with the My Hero movie 1. That's what we end up with. It's a movie that takes place technically in between a time skip. It's a movie that technically happens and technically doesn't, and it's a movie that has no real highs or lows. It's just kind of there.
See,
I should say the ending fight scene's pretty dope. Like, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm more worried about them forcing canon if they're not using real arcs for it.
I agree with that to an extent, but given the context of like that time skip, they can actually do a lot within it. Given the premise.
So here's the thing:
like,
the plot line is essentially Deku's wanted for murder, right?
Supposedly he commits mass murder. Yes.
Yeah. So like, and that's like, there's going to be some misunderstanding or whatever, and we know that because that's, or like, someone will have transformed into him. Haha! Wow, who has a quirk that can do that? But like, my point being is like, that's going to set some ripples through the world. And the problem is that if they want to do it right, they need to make it a large scale event in the movie, because otherwise it won't have the impact necessary. But if they do that, then it has to bleed into the anime at some level, and they can't just not talk about it.
Yeah.
And
Like I said,
so
I'm interested to see where it happens, because like he set it up so that he could do that. I just don't know what the plan is. So like,
Yeah, because
again, I'm
not,
being
not to spoil a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't like. I'm going to be very vague. But Deku goes and does his own thing.
Yeah.
At the start of the what they call the final act. That's how it's translated in English. The kanji for it is final arc, final act. It's the same shit. You can call it whatever you want, but there's a definitive time, like, period where this could fit in, and it would actually kind of make sense. And like, if they wanted to go that route. And do I hate the idea of that? Yes. But
Okay,
if
cool.
that's what they wanted to do and they commit to it, and they're like, Horikoshi has like, in the actual manga, is writing the actual effects of what this movie contains, then I see no problem.
See, so Tip, here's the thing. This movie doesn't have to affect the manga. Like, it can or can't affect the manga. The thing is, this movie needs to decide whether it wants to affect the anime or not.
That's fair.
I think that the manga is too far gone that at this point writing it would cause a lot of just, like, writing in something like this would cause a lot of issues of trying to, like, go back and be like, oh, yes, but this did happen.
That's fair.
However, the anime is not, because we don't even know exactly what point in the timeline this movie takes place. It's assumed between 4 and 5. Or, like...
No, I think it's
Between 5 and 6.
Between 5 and 6? Okay.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, like, that's why I don't think it's like a problem to do what I'm talking about. Because like, if it's sitting where I think it sits and where Tim and I think it sits, right? Like, it's not a problem to do what we're talking about, and that's why I'm a little more optimistic that that's what he may try to do, given the reception of the last two.
Yeah,
like,
considering
he's
that, like,
fairly
between
receptive,
305 and 306.
and he's very receptive to comments like that. He's very receptive, like in the manga, and like the way he's like asked him to do specific things in the anime.
Yeah.
So like, I'm hoping for that, but I'm also like totally down with them just committing to the Elseworld, because like that's kind of the way the art and the uniforms have also been styled too, is like an Elseworldish thing. So whichever way it goes, I'm happy.
I
just
honestly
need it to be committed.
that's the big thing. That's the big thing right there, is it requires commitment. Like, that's,
And as long
I think that's the line that we're all walking right now, is as long as they commit to something, it'll be better than not.
Yes, if they can commit to it, then I don't care whether it's canon or not. I just want it to be committed to. Just commit to the bit and go for it.
Do would I much prefer an Elseworlds? Yeah, but like, you know what I do. You know what else would be really cool is a prequel movie. Isn't that right, Tim?
Oh, fuck yeah, boys.
Okay.
So,
Okay, really quick. You two have read this, right?
I have.
Oh god, it's hot. Oh god, it's hot.
Because I was looking it up and I haven't read it intentionally. I'm not going to read it intentionally. It's the same reason that I didn't read Mugen Train. You know, like but looking it up and being like, oh yeah, this came out before JJK was serialized. This was like more or less proof of concept, and they just like were like, here you go. Yeah. Like, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, the fact that this was the proof of concept for the JJK that we got, and we're getting to like actually just have it animated as well, makes me incredibly excited.
Is it canon?
It is canon.
I know that's the question, and I know this is the bullshit question, but it's a genuine, like, I'm curious. Because I didn't know if he went a different direction.
JJK 0 is absolutely canon.
Beautiful.
All of the characters that are in it are the exact characters that you would expect. It takes place a year before the JJK that we know and love.
Okay.
And it focuses on the second year that we have not really met in the anime.
Who is
it focuses on
the United States.
Last we knew he was training overseas. They did not specify where. But if you look at, he's in the opening of JJK in the second half. He's the dark-haired kid with the white.
There's no way I'll know what you're talking about, if I'm honest.
Give me a sec. I can find it.
TLDR, he looks it was a switch in bait because he looks like the
He's a
first
red
kid that
herring.
Yuji befriends.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen.
It's the secondary frame where everybody was like, I thought it's the same guy when he was in the white shirt. Totally different character. Because
Okay.
one's like Yuji's flashbacks being like, oh, we're friends, and then he dies, the whole thing with Mihito. But like the secondary frame of everybody was like, oh, it's the same kid, is not the same kid, it's this guy.
Yeah.
Also, Yoshi, that's literally just the first episode of My Hero Academia. I don't know why we need a movie for it.
So yeah, after the episode, we'll run through the opening of
Yeah.
JJK and I'll point him out for you.
Okay, yeah. No, I've seen
but-
seen like the JJK Zero like manga and stuff, so I know what he looks like. I know I have a visual of who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yes,
TLDR, Yuta's amazing.
TLDR, Yuta's fucking busted, bro.
He's borked. Like, he's of Gojo's family, like, tree. So, like,
They're distant cousins. And so let me explain it this way. Yuta got Limitless. Gojo got Limitless and Six Eyes. If Yuta had gotten Limitless and the Six Eyes, he would Gojo would be asking him to step on him. He would
The same way I
"Step
asked
on me,
Gojo
Daddy."
to step on me.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yuta has more cursed energy than Gojo.
It's not even close, by the way.
That's kind of wild. I love it.
Like, it's not
Yuta
even
just does not have the
close.
finite control. That is his weakness. Yuta has so much cursed energy that if he takes the time to learn a technique from another family, he can do it. In JJK 0, they literally show him off using Inumaki's cursed
He
speech
uses
technique.
cursed speech.
Oh, that's hot.
Casually.
He has a megaphone that he does it with.
Oh, I love it. I'm very
it's
very
borked.
excited for this movie.
This kid is borked. Like, you remember when Gojo's talking about, like, in the anime, Gojo's talking, he's like, there's kids who, like, can surpass me. And you see the flashback of him, you see Yuji, you see Megami, and you see the one kid. Like, this is that kid. This is the kid that Gojo
See,
trusts among everybody else.
I love that they've been like teasing him in the anime as well. That he's not, even though he's not there, because that gives me like very much like Tower of God season 1 when they were teasing like Urich and the Lopobia sisters and stuff that you do not get until way later on. But if you plant those seeds really early, then it becomes significantly more satisfying later on.
So the best part about this, I think, is
Oh
that
god, I'm so excited.
so Tim, I want to see if you agree with me with this. The best part about this is the fact that we're getting his character story, and then season 2 is going to involve him a little bit. Like, we'll see flashes of it, and then season 3, because that's where we are about in the manga right now, is going to be the "Sup guys, I'm Yuta, how you doing?" Like, and that's all, because I'm trying to. I'm not spoiling too much, but like,
it's time for me to ask the cursed question. That's not a
Alright.
pun because it's JJK. So is this movie gonna be stuck in developmental hell and then never show in the US for about 2 years and then hold up JJK season 2 because we haven't gotten it yet? Even though it technically doesn't really matter, they're still gonna refuse to release JJK season 2 because we haven't gotten the movie yet?
I have no idea. I would think no, though.
Because it's not relevant to necessarily the story progression.
Yeah,
Um,
it won't be relevant to season 2. Given the context of where I feel about like we're ending season 1, and where season 2 probably will be if they do another 26 episode season.
This was a 24
will
episode
probably-
season.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's over. It ended.
Yep.
Fair. We have like, I'm gonna check
We-
the manga real quick, just real quick.
We
here.
do not have a confirmed season 2.
Yeah.
But
There's no way they're not gonna make a season 2 for it though. We know that.
No, JJK was so well received, and that anime sold so much manga, it's not even fucking funny.
It's not.
Dude, JJK literally like, because it's such a new manga, like relatively, like
Yeah.
you need to remember JJK 0, the prequel, the proof of concept, came out 4 years ago. Like this
Yeah, came out
anime
in
basically
2017.
came out of nowhere and everyone went, holy shit, give me the source material.
So
And then went for it.
TLDR.
I'm buying like a raw copy of the entire manga when it's finished.
Oh man, we're
Not,
gonna have
not like not in English, in Japanese.
we're gonna have such cool shelves, dude.
I
Dude.
want to be at the point when that series is done that I can read it all in Japanese.
So the anime ends on chapter 63.
That's
we are
where yeah.
currently at chapter 144. So we have and we don't meet Yuta really
until
until,
140.
130-ish.
Yeah, I think we
we
get
got
our
10
first glimpse of him.
Yeah.
In like 130 or 131.
So but
so
the
like
main
right
concept-
after what would be season 2.
Exactly. So like
if,
that's why
if
I'm
they
not
went with
minding-
another 24
That's why I'm
season.
not minding the movie doing whatever it is, wherever it is, because it shows off who he is, and then you get the quick little flash. But the nice part is like you'll get to learn who Yuta is, how he's related to Gojo, like why Gojo trusts him so much, and all this other shit. Like, man, the kids mature, kids borked. I'm gonna ask this question of Tim.
Mm.
Do you almost think it'd be more beneficial to do what Demon Slayer did and give us a movie for the part of season 2 that you know that I'm talking about, going backstory, and then do?
Are
see
you
what I'm
talking
saying?
about SHI?
Yes.
That incident?
Oh no, I'm talking about.
You guys even
Ghetto.
reading the same book? Because you're not on the same page.
No, I'm talking about flashback with Gojo Ghetto. Regarding because that's short enough. I'm not sure, but I don't know. So
nah,
I'm
that's
just wondering if they're gonna stick
that's
that
a
in the season.
one episode. That's a one episode thing. That's like that could be part of the recap episode at the start of season 2.
That's fair. That's fair. It's just that's such a whole fun section.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff in what's to come with JJK,
yeah.
and if you are impatient like me, and you want to go read it, do yourself a massive fucking favor and download the Viz Media app, the Shonen Jump app, in fact, and go spend $2 a month and go fucking read it.
Yeah, it's.
But if you have more self control than I do, don't do
Just
that.
wait.
You know
But
what?
go read JJK Zero. That
Yeah, go read.
regardless is so good.
I
It's
think I
so
need to
good.
download the Viz Media app so I can start reading JoJo's because I'm getting tired of waiting.
That's fair.
What if I want to buy it physically? JJK Zero is not available physically to my knowledge.
Also, probably won't be in the
but-
box set considering it's technically a spinoff.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. We'll
They
see.
might
Depending
Viz
on how
might
well the
include
movie
it
is
in like
received.
a complete JJK complete series.
I agree with you, but I think they're gonna sell the series without it as well.
Oh yeah, they will.
That's moreover what I was going for. There's always going to be that like super collector that's also going to include JJK 0.3 that doesn't exist, but like some
0.3 is actually the third chapter of JJK Zero.
Stop this. Stop. You can't do this to me. You cannot do this to me. This is post-it notes all over again. But you get my point. You get my point. Like there it's some imaginary like spin-off that was once written like on like a web page and then deleted forever that was found in some dude's filing cabinet 8 years later. Like
Oh, for sure.
Dude, special features are dope. That's all I'll say.
Let it be known that this is the news episode.
this is
On
the
that
news episode.
note-
We are
On that
45 minutes in, boys.
Guys, we'll be right back with our spring 2021
What?
opinions and conversations.
We just finished the news. We're taking a
We'll be
break.
back. Yup.
To be fair, there was a lot of discussion that also went on during the news.
There was. It was good. Also, I didn't want to derail earlier, but Yoshi asked, "Does Netflix have any bangers?" Yes, Netflix
God,
has
yeah.
some fucking bangers, dude.
Hunter x Hunter just left it, so you missed that train, unfortunately.
Hunter x Hunter wasn't even fully on Netflix, so I wouldn't even mention it.
Yeah,
They only had the first
Hunter
four
x
seasons.
Hunter is on Crunchy, so it's fine.
Netflix
Devilman
originals.
Crybaby-
Netflix original bangers.
Devilman Crybaby
Yep.
was okay. I did not like it on first watch. But on second watch, I was like, I'm gonna watch this with an open mind. I know it's a Netflix show. I'm going to treat it the same way I would treat anything else. And I fucking loved it on second watch. Absolutely bomb. Let me just pull up my Netflix. It's just easier.
I'm just gonna throw out Castlevania.
Castlevania. God, yes.
Amazing. Oh,
I did not watch it,
Oh,
but
look
I've
what's in
heard
the
good
chat.
things.
Look what's in the chat. You finally watched Castlevania? It's so good. I love it. It's not technically anime, but it's anime. It's so good.
Oh,
It's good enough.
real quick,
yes.
on a separate note entirely, because my brain needs to say this now, otherwise I will forget it. Our next anime watch party set is Invincible.
I looked at that.
Yeah, Violet.
I have heard-
Violet Evergarden is incredibly
Also great.
animated. This is one of the most beautiful shows I've ever seen.
Also-
I personally didn't like the story, but like it is gorgeous. Holy shit!
My wallpaper right now is just Violet.
Shods
It's my wallpaper engine.
Shods, you're speaking to my soul right now. I want you to know that
BNA
BNA
is
was awesome.
Is it Great, is
Spoke
Great Pretender?
Kishibe Rohan?
Great Pretender? Yes.
Great Pretender is also on
Great
Netflix.
Pretender is a Netflix original.
Great
That is
Pretender.
my show of the year last year.
Yep.
What else? Fate Apocrypha.
Fate's there, yeah.
Fate Apocrypha is a standalone Fate story that is more fun than any of the other ones. Because it's pure ridiculousness.
Baki?
Baki.
Baki is fire,
Baki.
bro.
Baki is Baki Netflix exclusive?
Baki is Netflix. Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is. Holy shit.
Yeah, I just
Baki
pulled up.
was-
I'm pulling up my Netflix now too. Like, because here's the thing. Like, we should on Netflix. Little Witch Academia. Oh my God, you're right. Little Witch Academia.
Dorohedoro?
Dorohedoro.
Dorohedoro is also there.
Kakaguri XX, which if you have not seen the original Kakaguri, go find it. It's fire. And XX is so fucking good.
I've heard good things about High Rise, but I have not personally seen it.
Psyche
don't
K, I've
know.
heard really good things about.
I really like Psyche K. That one was fantastic.
Beastars is everyone
Beastars is
raves
back.
about it.
Thus spoke Kishibe Rohan, which is the JoJo's thing.
Did we already say Kakaguru?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. I can't say the name, so I'm glad somebody else
Dorohedoro.
did.
You already said Dorohedoro.
I
right?
did do the Dorohedoro. Yeah. So like
I
they were, like-
unironically love Magi Adventure of Sinbad.
yeah, same. Matt Mercer is my spirit animal. If you watch it in English, he voice acts Sinbad. So it's literally
Yeah,
the only reason I watched the entire Magi series in English.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least I think I did. I might be missing an entire like 80 episode season or
And
something.
that's only original stuff. Like there's also a bunch of like classics on there. So like if you want to go watch Haikyuu, Promised Neverland, Gurren Lagann,
Demon Slayer's on there
Parasite.
now. All that shit.
Parasite is so good. Like if you haven't seen Parasite, watch Parasite. Watch Akamega Kill. Skip the ending. Like,
I mean, watch the ending so you can understand it.
yes.
But like, there's
Kill
so
on there.
many Netflix originals that are actually just so good.
yeah.
Violet
like,
Evergarden is a Netflix
Violet
original.
Evergarden.
And that's honestly the thing that's so irritating is because, Seven Deadly Sins.
Please
Okay,
don't.
no, actually, you know what? I
ahead.
watched season 5. I have
Okay.
been watching season 5. Shout out to ExpressVPN, please sponsor us. I've been watching it on Netflix, and honestly, it's much better than every season before it.
Even season 1?
Like, yeah, it's actually
Fair.
well animated. It's
I'll go
well
watch it.
voice act.
Yeah.
It's like the voice acting is great. The
it's got ups-
directing
it's
for
got
the
ups
voice
and
acting is
downs.
good.
yes.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
as a
not
show it does.
perfect. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than, like, in my opinion, than anything else
Yeah.
that they have put out for it.
So-
I would also
Um,
like to point out that Cells at Work is also now on Netflix.
It is.
So go watch
Yes.
Cells.
Only the first season though.
Yes.
But so just all that to say, Netflix actually, as much as we give them shit, we hate it because they pick up things that we love and they do really, really well. But the reason that it's bad is because Netflix's release schedule is different in the US than in Japan. So in the US, we end up getting stuff 3 months later and in a full season drop, as opposed to getting it week to week.
Yep.
And that's
which is like,
Which is kind of just problematic.
Half of it is because of regional differences. The US loves to binge TV shows. They do not like to watch week to week. Japan loves to watch week to week. But then also they take that time to do all of the regional translations and stuff. So because they want to release the sub with the dub and everything, and with all the proper translations, we end up getting, I think like Fate Apocrypha, we got episodes 1 through 12 when episode 17 was airing.
Yeah. It was. I think it was 1 through 13. You and I talked about it a while ago.
Yeah, but it might have been 1 through 13. I don't remember. But basically, the first season came out when episode 17 was airing, or the first half of the season. Don't forget the live action stuff. That's easy to forget. Carol and Tuesday, I've heard so many good things about.
I am not a huge like music anime person. It's not usually my thing, but holy fuck, Carol and Tuesday. Oh my god.
Carolyn and Tuesday and Given are the two ones that I've recently just like.
I, on Bookwalker, bought the entirety of Carol and Tuesday.
Oh, that's
after
awesome.
watching it on Netflix.
Wow.
I have read the entirety of Carol and Tuesday at this point. Of what's currently available in English. And holy fuck.
I'm not responding to that comment in chat, Nate.
The tears,
I tried to watch it on stream.
You did? How'd it go? I need honest, bad. Okay, cool. That's all you have to say. No, you don't have to say anything else. It's fine, I understand.
Paul, you understand theater, right?
Oh, 100%.
As a theater production,
Yes.
did
Great.
very well. But the problem wasn't the production, it was the writing, the acting, and the music.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That's tough. That's like really tough.
So what you're saying is I just need to skip all of it again and just go watch Hamilton for like the 4th time.
I mean,
yeah.
Listen, okay, guys, I think that we should all sit down and watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable live action movie together.
What tier? Wait, what tier do you have to buy again for what?
To make us watch Death Note the musical.
Oh, that I believe. If you let me pull up the Patreon really quick.
I'm pretty sure that's
it's a $25 tier, I think.
Yes, we watch your anime, $25 a month. And Yoshi, if you want to do that, I will absolutely watch the Death Note musical. I will record my live reactions to the entire thing.
No. Here. We can just wait till June because you will be here.
No, because here's the thing. Here's the thing, Yoshi. If you do that, I'm gonna throw in. I'm gonna say if you do the $25 Patreon to make us watch Death Note, I'm gonna throw that in for free. You can make us watch 26 episodes of anime, and we'll throw that up for free on top of it because it's only gonna be like 3 hours of our lives.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
And it'd be a really good bit.
That's 3 hours of my time I will never.
You can finally make me watch Assassination Classroom, Yoshi.
No, make him watch Classroom of the Elite.
Oh, no, don't make me watch Classroom of the Elite.
Tim, you know what? No, let's watch Prison High School.
Fuck! Why are you guys like this?
Also,
man.
okay, before we
I would watch Stone Ocean. This is where I'd watch my Stone Ocean. If I had one! For those that don't know, Stone Ocean is part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It also takes place in Florida.
Tim, real quick.
Yes.
I just found out, I told Nate this yesterday. I found out that Solo Leveling has extended chapters. It's literally the collection of what happens between then and when Jinwoo has a kid.
Oh, are you talking about in the light novel?
Yeah.
The end?
Yeah.
The extra 34 chapters?
34, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, the thing that I didn't read after that, and then I read like on the plane, and I was like, "This is amazing."
Paul, I was gonna say like I read all of that when I finished the light novel.
I'm pretty sure what happened is I finished it and was like, "Oh my god," and then just stopped thinking about it, and I was like, "Wait, what do you mean that's not the chapter?" Because I went to the end because I wanted to read the last chapter again, and then I was like, "This is not. This was not." And so I went back and read the whole thing, and I just had wholesome in my heart for like a solid 3 hours on the plane, just like kind of softly crying to myself, being like, "That was so wholesome. Bear was literally the cutest thing in the world."
That first after chapter was so good. It
Dude,
was so good, bro.
His dad being like, look, this is my last favor. Like, I remember because of the shit. But I don't want to because I want my son to be happy and not worry about me. And I was like, that's a dad for you. Just like, oh, good. Anyway, so there's that. And on top of the fact that we're getting an anime has been tentatively speculated.
Yeah, we don't have any confirmation for
who's
that
doing
yet.
Well, I told both of you guys there was a poll this week in Japan over,
And it took number 2.
it took number 2, and Spy X Family, which is probably getting an anime, took number 7.
No. Spy X Family is getting an anime.
Listen,
know
Tim,
that.
Tim, I'm not allowed to say is until the announcement comes out or something terrible is going to happen.
Fair enough.
Fair.
See, I went and followed the Twitter account that exists for it.
Paul knows this
exists.
about me. If I say anything, something bad will happen. This is the truth. So
right.
we might get an anime. We should get an anime. But hey, you know what we're
I would
definitely
say-
getting?
One last statement. I still require it to be Bones, UFO Table, or Mappa. I don't care about anything else.
I would also accept Studio Troika, Wit, and Studio Bind.
You know what I'd accept? Getting
it
a
all?
second half of this podcast.
Oh my god. That was drier than like chicken nuggets that were left out for 8 hours.
Drier than your sex life?
It's not that dry.
Paul, I live in the other room.
Nate, I'm just very nice to you.
Paul, I can hear you.
Nate,
I can hear you cry
You
at
don't-
night.
you don't want to go down this road.
I really
All
don't.
right,
This is
so-
a dangerous path.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. I'm calling the cops.
Welcome back to Studio Blank
Episode 35 with us.
with your hosts, Nate,
Well,
Paul, and Tim.
and Tim's the cute one. Don't let anybody lie to you. So, what do we feel about this spring so far?
Okay, so
Wow, spring so far. All the spring shows that I've seen, great. I loved every single episode of a spring show that I've seen so far.
Yeah, the one episode of My Hero that doesn't count as the spring season yet.
Bold of you to assume I actually watched that.
Dang.
bold of you to assume that any of us watched it.
Bold of you to assume I'm actually caught up on My Hero right now.
Are you not?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so
sorry.
we talked about this a little bit with Rec a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And since then, I have read all of the English translation of "Don't Mess with Me, Nagatoro."
Oh no.
Oh, beautiful.
And-
So you're ready?
That show went from like, okay, I'm excited for it, to holy fuck, that's my #1 show of the season.
Oh
Dude,
lord.
I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. Don't bully me, Nagatoro.
I'm excited
Oh.
for that. I just
It's literally the Please No Bully show.
Yeah, and honestly, Hayachi's a very, very cute girl. We fucking stan. We're here for it.
I have not read anything, so I'm just gonna go into it blind and
I was gonna say I can give you my Amazon account. You can download the Kindle app and you can read all 6 volumes.
see. I have the Kindle app already. I just have to log in. So. I don't know. I kind of want to go in
That's-
blind though. Like
Fair enough.
Like, if Nate hasn't read it, I want to go in blind. If Nate has read it, I'll read it.
I've read
That's
bits and
kinda how I-
pieces. I've read about as much of that as I have of Comey.
Fair. Fair.
I also fuck yes, I love Comey. Holy shit.
I know you do. But so like for some reason these two are like identical in my head because I've known about the manga for a long time. They both have rabid fan bases, and I was pretty sure neither of them would ever get an anime.
Yeah, the fact that Comey still doesn't have an anime, Anki.
It's also really hard to put into anime though.
That's
Fair.
fair.
I've heard.
But I
Because,
just
you know,
wanna
like,
see
the main
Comey's
character-
cute-ass face animated.
Oh, I know, but you know, it's really, really hard to sell on a main character that doesn't talk.
She talks a little bit.
Very, very, very little.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, she gets better. That's her entire story arc. But like,
So I feel like that would be like an anime that I'd want to see somebody like, and this is like for me, like somebody like Kevin Penkin do, just because he's so good at conveying like an emotional sense with music. It'd be interesting to see like how they played like like I feel like it's just a creative challenge, if that makes sense, that like could be really cool if done well. So like I want to see it, but I also understand like how hard it is to sell it.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's probably the only reason, because it has a really strong following.
It does.
Like, listen, if it's a manga that I'm talking about and I've known about it for years, like it's got a strong following.
Yep.
So
that's that. The moment you mentioned the dragon house hunting thing, I was immediately like, oh god, that was the thing. That was the thing. That was the thing in my brain. Like, and I haven't seen the art. I work in real estate, and so like I just have this little internal chuckle whenever I see like house hunting things in any show whatsoever. Like, did it in Tonikawa, and they were looking at that giant house and they were like, and it was the wrong house. I was like, nope, it's cute, but nope. You know, like all of those little things. And so I'm excited to see where like this goes, because a fantasy house hunting show just sounds hilarious.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
this sounds like it's going to be the same energy as 300 Years Slime. Like,
yeah, I'm really excited for that.
And I'm all about, because it sounds like both of them are just going to be super powerful people who just want to be left alone while trying to go about their lives. And so 300 Years is going to be cute girl doing cute things, and then house hunting is going to be just really exasperated dragon just trying to find a cave to crawl in and sleep.
So I feel like the 300-year slime thing is going to be the quote unquote adult good. I wouldn't say good. The adult version of I asked you to make my abilities average in the next life. At some level, like Tim, I don't know if you watched that with me, but like
I did not watch it with you.
So Paul, basically, are you saying right now that you think one of the light novels that I've brought to this show might have adult content in it?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact
that's totally possible.
Absolutely, 100%. I wouldn't blame you at all for being mad.
I was gonna go with the fact that like the whole premise of like make my abilities average in the next life is the girl was like, I was like super smart and a high achiever, and I just want to be a like average person and just like live my life. I don't care. I just want to be cute and have friends.
I mean,
and
same.
Then, like God is like, haha, I made you average, and then forgot that humans are at the bottom of the totem pole. Dragon is up here, and so he put her right in the middle, and so she's just like borked the whole show like on accident, and she'll like accidentally do something and just it's like literally the best thing anybody's ever seen. So I feel like this show is going to be that, except like the adult version, and we get like actual classic tropes from it that like are really good, as opposed to like this little girl just tried to like be friends with her friends and like not blow up the world. You know what I mean? Like that's what I meant by that.
See, as someone who loved Orin, Orin High School, I'm very excited for Pretty Boy Detective Club.
Oh God.
Okay, when you read the synopsis, you're like, okay, the title was very rough.
I have something to admit.
Yes.
I am a simp for Orin High School Host Club. It's still one of my favorite shows that I've ever seen. I would like to be admitted to the
PBDC
Orin High School Host Club.
Would you like to join the PBDC?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I am
Paul,
the simp.
Paul, have you heard the synopsis for this yet?
Say that.
Yeah, Paul, don't get my channel banned.
Are you ready for the synopsis for Pretty Boy Detective Club?
Yes.
Mayumi Dojima, a second-year student at the exclusive Yubiwa Academy Middle School, has lost something. A star she glimpsed just once 10 long years ago. But help is on the way in the form of the unofficial, secretive, and thoroughly mysterious PBDC. Rumored to solve problems within the school, most of which they themselves might as well created. For reasons aesthetic rather than financial, these 5 gorgeous boys sweep Mayumi into their world of excitement, danger, and overwhelming beauty.
Dude, I'll be real. I'll be real, okay? I've seen the poster. I've looked deep into this show. This is one of my top shows of the season. Those boys are cute as fuck. All right,
I am not a Shotokan, but
I'm about to be. I mean, what?
What?
What? Time to delete the VOD now. Not when Paul was saying the cursed word. I love that Lo
Obviously-
also knows the fucking PBDC, like, that he knows.
So I'm excited for that too. Like I haven't
mean-
had like a good Oron High School host club type show in forever.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I need a feel good like
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
pretty boys run around and do stupid things because is pretty. Like that it's just fluff. Like I need fluff. Like there and I'd like to point out there's a difference between fluff and like kawaii. You know what I mean? Like Tony Ka was just like cute and wholesome. Fluff is a whole different thing. Fluff is just fluff.
Yeah. Another show that I'm like unironically hoping is kind of entertaining
Yep.
is It's Disgusting to Call This Love. And
I understand.
I just did you see have you seen that, like, anything about it?
But the title has me believing that it's going to be one of them.
Once you fall for someone, you can't stop the love. A strange encounter spurs the
Oh.
meeting of Ryo Amakasa, a high-spec businessman who is loose with women, and his high school sister's best friend, Ichika Arima. From there, he falls madly in love. On one hand, he approaches her with almost too straightforward methods, while she responds simply disgusted, insulting him without hesitation, and he takes it as her way of showing love. It's a romantic comedy about a twisted elite employee and a normal otaku high school girl.
I did see this one. I'm not entirely about it.
I have high hopes that it is not disgusting.
It leaves me feeling gross reading the synopsis.
Oh yeah, the synopsis has me very like I need to go take a shower, but also there are a lot of other shows that I've watched, both anime and not, that also make me want to go take a shower, and I'm just hoping that this one, the title is like go take a shower, the synopsis is go take a shower, and then you watch it and it's like, okay, I don't feel that bad.
I'm hoping.
That's where I'm at. I am cautiously hopeful and probably wrong.
We will see.
Obviously another one that I'm looking forward personally is Combat.
Yes.
Combatants will be dispatched.
So excited for Combatants. It's gonna be such a
I'm excited
dumb
for-
show.
I'm excited for the return of Moriarty. Obviously I'm gonna watch Eden Zero. It's going to be one of my you know, I'm a slut for fairy tales, so what else does Mashima have to shove down my throat?
All I'm gonna say is all of this in my mind is still taking a backseat to Boku no Hero because I'm just
300-year slime,
I mean, like all
Tokyo
is gonna be good.
Revengers.
It's all gonna be good. You know what I mean? But like,
There's a lot of actually good shit this season.
like
and
it's all gonna be good.
we have
but Boku no-
the slime spin-off. We have the return
Slime Sky continues, doesn't it, through the season?
let me look.
I believe so. Yeah. Nate, do you know Slime Sky continues through the season? Or no?
It does not
No.
appear.
It's done.
It's
This is-
ended?
No, it has
Yep.
one more episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow, in fact, at the time of recording. Comes out on Tuesday.
Final episode of the season.
I may read it.
But then we get the spin-off of it this coming season.
know,
so I'm not.
Listen, but so here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I was talking to a couple people when we were building the tier list for anime this season, right?
Yeah.
And all the people that have read it or like know what it's going to be straight up said drop it, don't watch it, not worth it.
I have read some of it, and I think it's either going to be really entertaining or really trash, and there's no in between for it.
That's kind
either
of the vibe I was getting from a lot of people.
It's either a 1 or a 10. There is no between. Obviously, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord Omega. I'm excited for it. It's ecchi isekai harem trash, but so am I. So what the fuck difference does it make?
He's not wrong.
There's a cute cat girl in it, and that's all that matters to me.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a cute cat girl in it, and that's all that matters to me.
You have my curiosity, now you have my attention.
If you have not seen any of it, the cute cat girl,
There is a cute.
I will.
This is why I need to watch Princess Connect Redive, is because there's a bunch of cat girls.
I started playing the mobile game this week
Worth?
purely for the cat girls, and it's kind of worth.
kind of worth. Oh man, I've seen so many cat girls from that show. It's like I have to watch it.
That's fair.
Yeah, like
That's-
there you go. You can go look at the art. I just sent it to you. You can see the cute cat girl. And there's a big titty elf girl. So like that's always
I
fun.
have enough of those.
Exactly.
Diamond
But you know,
Dust.
cute cat girl. Also-
when do we get Shield Heroes next season? Yes, not this season.
Correct.
Cool.
I believe it is in fact. Yeah. So Slime is continuing in summer 2021, but
God.
we're taking a season break from it.
Cool.
Because it's
I was
coming
like,
back
I
with.
knew we were getting more slime this year. I just didn't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, it's coming back with Kobayashi. It's coming back with My Next Life is a Villainess.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's coming with the spin-off of A Regular Magic High School. It's coming back with Million Lives.
I
Is that
have
when
to
Shield Heroes
actually-
coming back?
Shield Heroes.
I believe. Yeah, I believe so.
Because I feel like that's fall.
Oh, we're also getting Fruit Basket this season final. That's right.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
upset.
Super excited. Very big ups. Very big ups.
Actually, it doesn't look like we're getting Shield Hero this summer.
Oh, I think it might be.
When does
fall.
86 kick off?
Yeah, it's 86 kicks off on April 11th.
86 does not look interesting to me.
I
86 looks like every single mech movie series, underground people are less than dirt series, Rise Up, like Snowpiercer bullshit. Like,
yeah,
it's not a bad story. It's just been told a million times.
We're getting Shield Hero in October.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm ready for
October. Got it.
Vivi is gonna be good. I'm excited for Vivi. I'm also
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch Shanketsu
One sec. I literally
because it's
I have a tier
like-
list for this. Why am I not looking at the tier list?
it's judo, like it's a judo sports anime, so I'm gonna watch it because I'm like the resident sports anime guy, but we'll see.
The other one that I'm like sort of interested in that I'm like, this could be fun, is I shaved, then I brought home a high school girl.
Yep, that one looks awesome.
Yes.
That is one of my like must-watch series.
We're also getting a second season of Iruma-kun. I have so much that I'm excited for this season that I think it's actually going to be difficult to stay caught up.
Yes.
I'm going to have to find priorities, and in anime seasons like that, I'm the happiest Tim that I can be. Because if I have to work hard to stay caught up with all of the shows that I want to watch, that means that there's enough good anime out this coming season that I'm gonna be a busy ass boy.
To be fair, the thing that kind of makes me happy is all of the big stuff. Like, not to say that a lot of this isn't big, but like the heavy hitters that are returning all right at the end of school for summer season. So we'll be able to like actually just spend like 1 billion hours just reading a lot of this and watching it.
Yeah, there's like so much good stuff coming in the next 6 months that I'm just excited, bro.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Like that's really where we're at.
Yeah, no,
Gonna be a time.
there is a wild amount of stuff coming out this season.
Yeah,
like,
between this season and next, we're getting treated. We got treated this season with some absolute bangers and some dark horse shows that people weren't expecting
Yeah.
to be like as good as they were.
mhm.
I mean, let's be real. Studio Bind coming out of literally nowhere with Mushoku Tensei and it being, as Giguk put it, the
The
isekai
masterclass.
masterclass.
I didn't watch the video, but I definitely got it recommended to me.
I watched it, and he's right. It's an absolute fucking masterclass of a show.
I believe it. I mean, I've watched the show, so like I agree.
Yeah. It's like, if this is what every isekai would from now on was this quality, people would stop shitting on isekai.
Yep.
If the isekai shows that came out were of this quality all the time, then
I think it's hard to do that, of course, but
they have to be well written to start with. But like, God,
So, I'm just happy that the like level of what I feel like. How do I say this? I'm perpetually more and more happy that the quality of the stuff that we continue to see on the big screen, quote unquote, in terms of anime, like whether that like featured stuff on Crunchy, featured stuff on Funny, all that stuff, is hitting levels of quality that we're kind of just like continually going, this is a lot of bangers. Because like if you remember, like for all of us old quote unquote old school anime kids, right? Like when we were watching like Inuyasha and Naruto on like in the early mornings, like it used to be like, oh, there's like 3 shows a week that we got excited for. And now it's like, oh God.
There's
like,
too
like
much
3
to
shows
watch
in one
all of the
day.
good things.
Like there's 3 in one day. Like that's just Friday. We're not talking about the weekend. We're not even talking about Wednesday. Like who thought Wednesday would be like a day where we're like, holy shit, anime, guys? Like ReZero. Like just
can we please for just a second talk about the last episode of ReZero?
yes.
Holy fuck.
Yep.
That
I have-
ended so beautifully. Honestly, ReZero Season 2, if ReZero Season 2 did not redeem Subaru and Amelia as characters for you,
I actually like them. Yeah, no, you got it. You did good.
if ReZero Season 2 did not manage to do that for you,
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck ReZero Season 2 you were watching.
So here's the thing. I think this is the perfect example of I'm willing to admit when I was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. ReZero Season 1 made me want to kick Subaru in the dick.
He deserved it. Let's not make a mistake about it.
Let's not make a
He
mistake. No,
deserved it in
exactly.
Season 1.
But I desperately did not like ReZero because, as someone I used to watch put it, it's ReZero is if you don't like the main character, you don't like the show.
Yep.
Because he is so central to it. He's the only consistent part of the series until this season. And then this season you start getting other consistent characters like Echidna, and then it just ends up allowing him to grow and expand and become better. And then he's actually a good character now. And Amelia, who literally just showed up and he's like, oh, she's cute, I love her. Like, actually has some level of, like, value as a character now. She's not just the maiden that needs to be saved. She's actually a badass that can do shit.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, can we talk about
She's also really worried about the baby.
That was so good, dude.
I forget who I was watching it with live
so
in
fucking
chat,
funny.
but I think it was Cherry. It was like, no, she absolutely, like, the moment she was like looked at him, I was like, she absolutely thinks that kissing causes babies.
Yep.
And like,
lost it.
yeah, no, it was Cherry. It was Cherry.
I was
I
laughing
fucking
so
lost it.
hard.
Oh, dude, we were
I was
rolling. It was so good.
I was shedding tears, and thinking about how hard I laughed at that scene has me almost.
Well, 'cause
with
honestly,
pulling out the watermark.
it's such a good bookend to all of that because things got like
Heavy.
really heavy for a minute, and there was no better way to break the ice than that, where they still believe it's a serious situation, but there's such a comedic misunderstanding that it removes all of the tensity.
All of the tension.
And it's like, it's so much better. Like and then after that, they're able to go and do the wrap up and lead into next season.
Yes. I think my favorite part of that.
So Tim, can you like answer one
Yes.
question for me now?
Yes.
So is Roswell now?
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you asking if the Roswell that we have always known is Roswell? Because the answer is Roswell has always been Roswell A. Mathers.
Yes.
It might be Roswell M. Mather's body, but it's Roswell A. Mathers in that motherfucker.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it's OG. It's OG boy.
It is the Roswell that Beatrice knew before Echidna died.
Okay, and so was he like? Explain this to
Echidna-
me because I kind of got it, but I kind of didn't.
So Echidna and Roswell were teacher and student.
Yes.
And Echidna created the Ryuzu clones
Yes.
in an attempt to gain effectively eternal life.
Yes.
Roswell, after
Succeeded.
Echidna's death, succeeded because he realized that the soul needed a vessel that had a high level of like they needed to be really similar to the vessel that the soul was coming from and the soul was going into. So what he realized is that his children had enough of a genetic composition that was similar that they could host his soul. So
yes.
Roswell A. Mathers then inherited Roswell B. Mathers' body, and then Roswell C. Mathers' body, and so on and so forth.
I understood that part. They made a big deal about like he had returned or something near the end.
He finally, I think he escaped the mental prison that he had put himself in.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I equated it to. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't some like bigger thing going on because I was like, he felt like it was connected to the eternal life thing. But yeah,
he was.
I trust you to have a better understanding than me at all times, just so you know.
He had gotten to a point that he had basically just put up so many walls around his actual personality that the Roswell that we knew for the first 2 seasons pretty much was just cold and heartless and only wanted to revive his master. And at this point he has accepted, or he seemingly has accepted, her death and his place in the universe now.
He still wants to figure out a way, but he's not expending everybody else at the expense of it.
Yeah, he is he now is willing to, treat people with a little bit of human decency.
I did like that they all took turns smacking him.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was great.
He deserved it, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My point is I really was interested by the time, the whole Beatrice's acceptance.
Oh my, that scene was so good.
It very much gives me the feeling of when Subaru went before Echidna and was like, I finally accept exactly what I am and I can tell somebody. It was her acceptance of kind of that similar concept, which is this is what it is. And even if it never happens, that's okay. But I'm available to share it with somebody. And that was really, really pretty. And watching Puck's sacrifice for Amelia into Beatrice's acceptance and sacrifice for Subaru was just
There was a lot of really powerful moments this season. And as someone who has read them in the light novel, they feel even more powerful, in my opinion, in the anime than they did in the book. And I was impressed, honestly impressed with what they did with it. And let me tell you, watching the Great Rabbit get destroyed the way that it did, it
was pretty
absolutely motherfucking chefs, bro.
I will love how Beatrice was so you can sit back and do nothing. I got this. All I need you to do is believe in me. And he's like, easy. I got you. She's like, I suppose. I love that's her thing too. Like Roswell's was, the progression of his speech. And
Yes.
Beatrice's whole thing is still the I suppose, but now it has a different connotation to it almost. Before it was this never gonna happen, I suppose, kind of lackadaisical dismissal. And at this point it's a hopeful expression of I think we can do this. Like I suppose
Yeah.
we can do that. Not like a I suppose. You get what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna try.
It
and
no
do
longer is sarcastic.
It's no longer sarcastic and
and-
dejected. Yes.
Yeah.
Just so good. What else from the end of the season, real quick, just so we can like wrap this up here?
I
I mean, like JJK.
yeah, JJK had an ending.
It was so good. Like
I'm excited to finally watch it.
I'm gonna say this, and Nate's gonna kind of like understand where I'm coming from. The amount of budget they have consistently. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when we watched Hollow Purple, we were like, holy shit, that's where the budget went. And then we still saw like the Black Flash, and then this Black Flash along with where is this, like, what is your budget? Like, I want to know at this point. Like, I'm just interested to know, to see like what kind of budget I need to give my favorite shows so we have shit like this all the time. Because holy fuck.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it was JJK was honestly, I think it was Mappa's masterclass in how to turn typical shonen into an absolute masterpiece.
And
A
to
visual
another point,
masterpiece.
Another point. The JJK panels aren't even that wild. Like the
Yeah,
panels in
the-
JJK just have a rough-ish style to them. But they're not like these giant, like humongous wild scenes that we got. Like when Toto and Itadori are fighting Hanami, like some of those scenes don't look that good in the manga. Like they just don't. And Mappa's like, hold on, I got you. Like I got this. You know, and so like I'm just wondering, because I just want that for all the shit. Like if that's the kind of levels we see Solo leveling at, that might just be one of the best like stories we've seen in like a decade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like JJK is still going to be going, so like it's going to be that like in BNA and Boku no Hero. Like we're going to have like, you know.
I like you said BNA, you didn't say BNHA, and I was like, yeah, Brand New Animal really is one of the greatest
was-
stories of our times. I am a furry.
I mean, BNA is great.
Listen,
It's just- I was
Tanuki
like-
girl, all right?
I was so like I guess I'm just saying it in the way that like we finally have caught up like to the new big three, quote unquote, and like I'm really excited to see what happens once
I
studios-
don't think we have a new big three yet. And I think it's
okay.
and I think that it's not wise to claim that it is, because what would you put as the new big three?
My Hero's solid.
Yes, My Hero has been consistently touted as one of the quote new big three, but I don't think any of the other two slots can be properly filled.
I think if
I
we were
guess
talking
that's
from
fair.
a manga standpoint,
Yeah, that's what I was
Um,
about to go. Is like JJK's up there, and then I'd throw.
I think if we were talking about the new big five,
Okay.
I think JJK falls in there. I think it falls in at number 4.
Okay.
I
would you say?
don't think JJK is serialized enough for it to register on the list.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
the idea of
because-
the big three was 3 large, long-running, meaty series that everybody's reading, which was One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Which
was
was-
the original big 3.
And that's because
Um,
they were all long-running series, supposed to be
Right.
400 episodes plus.
Okay, if we go 400 episodes plus, then I'll
Like
I'll-
that's
I'll-
the
yeah,
idea.
yeah,
Is they were the long-running. They were the kings of shonen for so long. That's how they got the title. And I think it's almost a disservice to be like, well, My Hero's doing really well, so it's the new one. I definitely think My Hero's heading there and taking the crown. But
right. So like,
Like I look at it as like the big 3 contains currently One Piece,
Yep.
My Hero,
Yep.
and that third slot right now is in flux.
it's a seasonal slot.
Yeah, like Demon Slayer for a while was holding that spot, and I think that spot could go to Demon Slayer
It
if
could-
you look at how it was received.
right.
Yeah.
Because
So I guess if we,
I think
if we
from
place it
a
in
sales
terms of-
perspective, it deserves it. It is the number 2. The only series ahead of it is One Piece.
Yeah.
See, Cherry brings up the point of Black Clover. I intentionally left that out because Black Clover is beat by Boruto.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the Black Clover
consistently.
manga, I think holds number 5 for me in that big 5.
Yeah.
But
So I was gonna, I guess the way my brain was placing it is I don't think Attack on Titan has run long enough to do such a thing. I think Attack on Titan deserves a spot in the top 5.
the big 3 typically just
So
describe
here's the thing. I think you guys are. I think that all of these shows are absolutely incredible and groundbreaking. Like, I'm not saying that lightly. Like, they're paving the way for so many new things, but I don't think that they deserve to be put in the big 3 just because of that.
Yeah,
the idea with the big 3 originally was that Shonen Jump had these 3 series that they could put out. People will always buy them, and they're never going to run out of content for them.
Right.
That was the original idea with it. Eventually, Naruto ran out, but Boruto's still going. Eventually, Bleach ran out because Bleach.
Except that Bleach is. Still doing Bleach things.
Yeah, it's Bleach things, and then One Piece is One Piecing itself up.
Yeah, One Piece is. We hit the 1,000 chapter mark in One Piece. One Piece will forever be the king of shonen.
Yep. No, it just has to be.
Like
I guess
it's not an arguable point.
I think My Hero is well on the way and will take one of the seats. I think that's guaranteed, but I don't think it's there yet.
But so
I think,
but
I think from a manga perspective, it definitely deserves a spot.
My counterpoint
considering
is we're moving away entirely from 400 plus episode stuff. Like shonen as a genre has condensed itself from the Naruto, the Dragon Ball, the One Piece.
Has it though? Black Clover is still doing very well. Boruto is still doing very well. Dragon Ball Super is still slaying out when it airs. Like, to say, you can say that another version of shonen is coming out, and that's absolutely true, but I don't think that the old version is gone. I think think far from it.
I guess my point, like, for example, like Demon Slayer's manga's ended. My Hero's manga is coming out in its final season. JJK is entering the final 4.
144.
Right, they're entering its final quarter is what they're talking about. Like we're looking
Final
at
third.
Stuff that is absolutely bonkers in terms of popularity, in terms of book sales, in terms of like anime reception and all of this stuff. And I think if we have to come up with a new system to be like the next, like whatever it is, there needs to be a form of an accolade for it, because they are so ridiculously groundbreaking and so ridiculously well done that it's almost a disservice to not have some form of that to it.
I agree with that point. I fully agree with that point.
And to be fair, Viz themselves acknowledge the big 3 and the new generation's big 3, which I would consider My Hero, Black Clover, Demon Slayer.
Yes.
They have acknowledged that those are the 3 that kind of fit into that same slot, because all 3 of them have a level of popularity similar to that of the original big 3. They'll never be as long running.
No.
And I guess that's my point when I was like originally making it, is like I don't think we'll ever get anything like the original big 3 ever again. They are the kings
and because of that, I don't think we can have a new big 3.
That's fair. And I can acquiesce to that point. I just think that, like, if we're talking about in terms of legendary status, and we start talking about what are the big 3 of the legendary status of current shonen that look like the kids of, or like, you get what I'm saying. So
and really quick, Yoshi, 3 out of 3 had a lot of filler. You're lying to yourself if you don't think that all shonen has massive filler. Anything that's that long running has filler.
Anything that's that long running of an anime has filler in it. The manga does not, but that's a different issue.
Yep. So like I said, that's where I'm going, you know, and I think if we're gonna make it even the big 5, then like you got to throw Attack on Titan up there, and you have to throw JJK up there.
See, so you ready? You ready for the unfortunate opinion?
Yes.
I think Sword Art needs to go up there.
Sword Art, yeah. You know what? If someone was going,
I think you can hate it as much as you want, but I think it deserves to go up there.
Yep.
if you wanted to tell me that the new big three in your opinion were Attack on Titan, SAO, and JJK or Demon Slayer or Boku no
you
Hero.
have to have My Hero up there.
Yeah.
I feel like My Hero is the one like guaranteed.
Yeah, like I don't care how you
Yeah.
fill those 3 slots.
Yeah.
But those 3 define the new generation of the new generation of anime.
Yep.
In the sense that like Attack on Titan set the stage for seinen shows like no other in
Mhm.
2011.
Yep.
My Hero,
SAO was like the rebirth of isekai.
yeah, SAO is the rebirth of isekai. So if we're looking at the
My
big
Hero is the
3,
birth of an entire
of-
superhero genre of anime. At
I
some
mean, it's
level.
like really the only show in that genre,
It
to be fair.
It's the only superhero anime I've seen done well.
Exactly.
I will agree with that point. I don't think it's the only, but yes.
It's well, okay, Paul. Here's the thing: is remember we try not to acknowledge shows that are literal trash. So,
I don't know why we
Yeah.
keep talking about Fruits Basket anyway, but yeah, keep going.
and My Hero brought a whole new like generation of people into anime.
Absolutely.
And Demon Slayer, on the
Yeah.
same front, did a very similar thing.
Yeah.
I think it would be a disservice to the series itself to completely ignore the fact that it shattered dozens of records. The
It
fact
broke
that
a lot
in-
of records.
It's a lot of records.
in on multiple occasions, Viz Media and Kodansha have had to sue people for using Demon Slayer, like the Kimetsu no Yaiba logo, on their fucking political posters in Japan.
That's
If
kind
that-
of funny.
That to me screams that Demon Slayer has earned a spot on the podium for the rest of time.
Yep.
It was genre defining for this generation.
Yeah. And that's really
So
what it's all about.
yeah,
It's what defines the
exactly.
generation.
And
So
it's My Hero. It's and unfortunately, if you break it down like that, I have to say it's My Hero, Sword Art, and Demon Slayer, and that's just it. Like if we're talking about absolute,
I don't know why I
generational
brought up
titles,
Sword Art. It makes me mad.
It makes me mad too. But when you say it like that, I have to say it because
You
it's
have to- and the
universally
thing is-
acknowledged as the rebirth. to bring back
Didn't we?
isekai,
Wasn't
and
the last
universally
like
hated it as well? But
like the last 10 years have pretty much been isekai after isekai after isekai, and it basically kicked off when SAO came out.
yeah, and you know what? I fully acknowledge that SAO popularized the isekai genre.
It also made
And-
it was also a really accessible anime. I know so many people that SAO was their first show.
Exactly. And I
and
as
then-
much
and
as
then-
I
but
hate
then after that-
SAO,
Mhm.
I acknowledge its I acknowledge the part that it has played in the history of anime in the last decade. Without SAO, I think a lot of other things don't exist.
Absolutely. We don't get Mushoku Tensei.
No.
We would never have gotten Mushoku Tensei as an anime. We wouldn't have gotten Shield Hero. We wouldn't have gotten Slime.
We have gotten like here's the thing is we're reaching this point where we're getting amazing shows like Slime, like Mushoku Tensei, like all of these weird offshoot isekais that never would have happened if there wasn't proof that there was an audience for the genre, which Sword Art proved.
Yeah, and
I
I
My
will
Hero does
always
the same thing.
acknowledge I will always acknowledge that Sword Art has a place in anime. Whether or not I enjoy Sword Art, it has a place and it has created a home for people, and those people are just as important.
Yep.
As the shonen trash or the seinen trash or
Yep.
the shoujo trash.
And,
It all
and I
like
think my
everybody has the right to that.
Guys, I think I just realized we're all forgetting a really important really important anime. An anime that defined generations and relationships between people forever. Domestic Girlfriend.
I was gonna actually say interspecies reviewers. Because the reason I say that is interspecies reviewers did the same thing that SAO did.
I need a drink.
No, you don't. We only have like 10 minutes. We only have like 5-10 minutes left. Come on.
And the only reason I say that is it was the point that we defined the line between
Cherry, Keijo,
What is-
Keijo defined sports anime, okay? Keijo exists, so Keijo died so Haikyuu could live.
so Haikyuu could live.
Paul was muted, and you could tell he had rage.
Kuroko's basketball. Ace of the Diamond.
And,
Like-
and so Yoshi, really quick, you said JoJo's a couple times. JoJo's is older than anyone here.
JoJo's is older than One Piece.
JoJo's is old as fuck, dude. There are pictures from conventions in 1998 where people were dressed as Part 4 characters.
Yep.
Like, it's a really, really, really old, like, it doesn't...
It started in 89.
It does not qualify for the new generation at all because of that. And
Yeah.
so, also, as much as I love
Part
it...
4 came out. Part 4 came out before I was a twinkle or a sperm in my dad's balls.
Yep. Here we are.
Nice.
That's it, guys. The speed run from anime to Tim's dad's balls. We made it.
Like that's the thing is like for
I'm
me,
just
JoJo's
saying.
does not define the generation. It's an important part of
Also,
every generation since the early 90s.
something else I was going to say is, while JoJo's is massive in Japan and does really, really well over there, I believe that the big three, the generational defining shows, were internationally like explosive.
Well received.
JoJo's is very, very controversial. Is a
Niche.
good word.
And I'd like to
I was
point
gonna say
out,
it's kind of niche in the
we're
US.
not even talking
Yeah.
about stuff that like broke things in the early scene. Like if we're gonna do that, we'd have to talk about like Akira. We have to talk about. You know,
That's an entire different conversation. That's like
Ghibli movies. Like if we're
that,
gonna
that's
talk
also
about
those
stuff
are
like that-
movies. That's movies. That's a different field. You're playing a different sport, okay? Like
Right. Well, but like again, even then, that's like
Nate and I are
stuff that,
playing
like,
soccer and you're playing, ice hockey.
hacky
Well,
sack.
and my point is, if you're going to start talking about stuff that like created breakthroughs, those are
I think-
counted in stuff. It's just like
Hey,
all the way
do you
there.
guys want to just dive further into this next episode?
Dude, I have a perfect person to come on and do this with, so I will reach out to them and we'll see.
Yeah, but do you know what we can do this episode?
I've been
Talk
waiting
about a
for
light
it all
novel title?
episode.
Oh yeah, that's right, guys. It's been 2 weeks. Does that mean I need to give you 2 light novel titles?
You know what? Considering that we broke our promise to the listeners that we weren't going to miss an episode in 2021, I think we should treat them.
You know
We should
what? I guess we can treat them. Let me pick a second one really quick. Because I got a couple of really good ones here. Oh man, did I get a couple of good ones. Oh.
But Yoshi, I agree. DBZ, Sailor Moon, both of those were generation defining shows. They just aren't this generation.
One sec.
This new generation of shonen and seinen and shoujo is defined by a lot of different like DBZ walked so that a lot of shonen could run.
One sec. I'm just reading through this to make sure that it's good.
I'm gonna say like we wouldn't have gotten impact frames if it wasn't for DBT.
Yeah.
Like impact frames and everything. Like, can you imagine having One Punch Man if Goku didn't exist?
You wouldn't.
Like
You really wouldn't.
you wouldn't.
And that's
That
the
doesn't
thing.
mean
is, like,
Goku. We're not gonna talk about that argument. Chat, don't get in that argument. YouTube listeners, do not get in that argument. Please, for the love of God, do not get in the One Punch Man versus Goku argument. Like, it's not worth it.
One Punch Man wins.
Yes.
yeah.
And here's the thing, really quick, before anybody fights back. That's not because Goku's weak. It's because the gimmick of One Punch Man is that he beats any enemy in one punch. Meaning that any enemy that enters his Coliseum loses by definition because he's a meme character. Thank you.
He is a parody of Goku and Superman.
All in one.
Like, realistically speaking.
So please just don't get involved in the argument. It's not worth your sanity. Because somebody will scream blue in the face about Goku till they're dead.
Yep.
So anyway, Nate.
Give me.
Oh, you need another?
No,
Okay,
I had a couple that I was looking at, but like one of them, one of them, I'm like, probably shouldn't do that one.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like the
It's not Tim. I can DM it to you really quick.
It's not like the one from the episode with Copper?
No, it's not nearly that bad. That's what it is. The premise is actually what's funny about it.
You just
but like
posted you accidentally put your Discord on screen.
no, I know.
Okay. Oh,
That's how it be.
That's how it be. I'm glad it was in the bottom left.
Like Tim, can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I have no I have no problem with it.
All right,
I
cool.
think it.
So the first one is gonna be pretty short, but it's a funny premise. So this is one I just sent Tim. Basically, description. I want an S rank skill too. I want it so badly I could die for it. Notification. You have awakened an S rank skill, but it only works when you die. What's the point of getting one if I die? In SSS class Suicide Hunter.
I saw that title and I was like, there's got to be a good description for this for him to even bring it to me.
Oh, I like the description a lot. I really like it.
That sounds like solo leveling with extra steps, and I love it.
It is Korean, actually.
Solo leveling with extra steps.
I wish the title was a little bit better because like I could actually enjoy it if the title.
Oh, don't worry, I have a good title for this one. This one is actually not related to any of us. We would never experience this in our lives. The light novel title is Why is the prettiest girl in school trying to talk to a loner like me during lunch?
Fuck. Why do I feel attacked?
I knew that one would be good. That was the one that I've been planning. That's the one I've been planning. I did also find a title. I just want you to know it's called I Want to Fuck You. That's it. That's the title name. I don't know why. Just wanted you to know that. I'm never going to use it for a light novel title, but that feels like valuable information. So.
Yeah. Just a little bit for chat. It's fine.
So the synopsis of this, right? Boy is sitting there. Cute girl walks over and she's like, hello. And he's like, hi. And then he's just sitting there. He's like, why is she here? Why is she sitting near me? I'm just not going to talk to her because she's going to be really fucking annoyed if I open my mouth because she's really pretty and I don't want to deal with that. And then she's just sitting there and is like, God damn it, I want to talk about weeb shit, but this guy won't fucking talk to me for some reason.
This just screams bottom character Tomazaki to me. 100%.
You know what this screams?
This is that sort of rom-com.
You know what this
That's
screams?
the end of the description. This is that sort of rom-com.
This screams
that.
2010 high school.
I love Cherry. Do I know
where
this
the
one?
one
I do know this one.
girl, where the girl is like the hottest chick in school, and she's a weeb, and all of the rest of her girlfriends would judge her horribly, so she has to go out of her way at lunch to get away from them to find the one dude who she thinks would be a weeb, and he's like, I'm not even gonna try because the high school football kids will beat me up. Like that's
literally
what it screams.
So like, I definitely paraphrased it because I didn't like the way that it was written because it was very ooh-wooey.
Oh no.
But so her line in the description is, even though I tried to greet him, why won't he talk to me? I can't talk to light novels to anybody besides him, so please talk to me.
You know, that's fire. That's fire.
It's a good one. It's a good one. That's like, but I'll be real, the double one was just an excuse for me to get a half-assed one off my list. But now we got this one off, so.
Fair.
Speaking of getting off, Paul, where can people find you? Is that a triple entendre?
Guys, you can find my OnlyFans. I don't actually have an OnlyFans, guys.
No, he doesn't post from it. He's just subscribed to a lot of people.
No, I'm not. Anyway, you can find me on the internet at twitch.tv/I Love Mondays or on Twitter and Instagram at I_love_Mondays. Tim, where can they find you?
Paul, is there anything else that you do on the internet that they should know about?
Oh, just watch me on the Rare Drop channel on every Tuesday and Friday. Tuesdays we do D&D for Reckoning Hour at 7 p.m. with Captain Robert and crew, having a great time. You guys can now interact with us via Streamloots, which means you can interact with the game, giving us advantage and cool stuff like that. And then on Fridays, please check out our Studio Blank watch parties where we watch anime every Friday at 7 p.m. hanging out.
I'll be
7
real. That
PM
sounded like
Eastern
a Jeb Bush please clap right there with the please watch our watch parties.
You guys can find me, Tim, at Syndixatrix on Twitter, SYNDAXATRIX, and on Twitch at Syndixatrix, SYNDAR. Oh my god! SYNDAXATRIX. You can find me running the Studio Blank Twitter at Studio Blank Pod, and if Nate and I ever remember to finally record
one day
bonus
record
content,
stuff.
we'll do it. We'll do it.
Are you free? Are you
it'll
free
be-
on Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah, we can do. We'll do Among Us on the new map.
No. Wait, Tim. Have you heard about SCP Containment Breach?
Don't do it.
I have. I watched some
Don't
of your
do it.
streams.
There's a
It
co-op
looks-
mod.
I'm down.
Don't
I'm
do it.
down.
Nate, where can they find you on the internet?
Oh, you can
Doing
find
all of these horrible things.
You can find me making cinnamon toast shrimp, screaming at horror games, and crying because the new Among Us map isn't out yet, but it will be by the time this is posted, so this rant is irrelevant. At twitch.tv/Comfamous. You can also find me on Twitter at Comfamous, Instagram, same place. If you're looking
Never post on his Instagram. Don't worry about it.
Paul, I'm gonna post a picture of your fucking ass on Instagram after this, I swear to
Probably
God.
the most likes that your profile has ever gotten.
That's really offensive. I posted sushi once and got 5 likes, okay?
That's true. That's true. The sushi was really good though. We were both at that sushi place. Continue.
And you can find me on TikTok at Comfamous TV. And
There's a lot of great clips there. Please actually go follow that.
what is there anything else I do, Tim?
I don't think so.
Besides entertain the shit out of me.
I have a YouTube, but I haven't uploaded to it in I haven't.
Same.
What's
Same.
YouTube? I need to hey, does anybody edit videos for really fucking cheap?
I don't have time. I would. Guys, if you know
Contact
anybody who does editing, message Nate on Twitter. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week for episode 36.
Yes.
Because y'all are cute. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Week 1 of spring 21. Woo, bye.
That was a terrible fucking podcast. Holy shit. I cannot believe that we just did that.
It was actually really good.
I'm gonna cancel next week right now. I'm gonna put it on Twitter.
That was really good.
No, it was. That's the meme.
That was really.
That was
really
great.
bad. That was really bad. I don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
It was. I was
fucking
waiting on
terrible.
my lemon pepper wings that whole time.
You know, I've never had lemon pepper wings, but everyone circle jerks them, so I feel like I should try them.
You want to try one?
They're fire, bro.
Not. It doesn't
Bring
sound
you
good
one.
right now.
They're
He
absolutely
didn't. He
fuego.
didn't hear me. Paul, it doesn't sound good right now.
Oh, not right now?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna shave it for you.
No, it won't be good reheated. It's more of a next time thing.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because like I've had like lemon pepper, like just straight up seasoning on plenty of things, but I've never had lemon pepper wet wings.
It's great. Like,
And like
'Cause-
the thing that introduced me to it was Atlanta. Because they have a whole meme, like a whole 2-minute long section talking about lemon pepper wet wings.
they're pretty dope.
But dude, I literally hear people rave about them all the time and then post like, holy shit, I've been eating wings my entire life and never had lemon pepper wet. What the fuck is this? So. But thank you, chat, for hanging out. I'm not turning it off yet because I'm not doing that. I just want to say thanks for hanging out, watching the podcast this week. I know we're wet and wild all over the place, but sometimes Paul just can't contain himself.
They're just that.
Thank you guys for hanging out. You're right. There really wasn't too many cursed clips this week, if at all.
We did.
Other than maybe the comment of JoJo's part 4 being older than
That
me.
Listen, okay, I think anytime that
that
someone
clip
makes a
was
cursed
fire.
comment now, I just make
And
like,
they're
all
talking
right,
before
speed
the
run
episode.
from 0 to blank, let's go. So, all right, so we have a timer. The timer was 1 hour 45 minutes speed run anime to Tim's dad's balls. Let's see if we can beat that next week. You're gonna head to bed, catch some sleep, catch y'all later. Lo, are you available on Wednesday for Amogus? Amogus. I'm going to make posts tomorrow trying to schedule times for it. Wednesday will definitely be we're gonna be doing SCP Containment Breach co-op early, and then Amogus when we get people.
Yar.
There's no way this goes well for us.
Oh, absolutely no way in fuck.
Not at all.
Did you saw me screaming, right?
Yep.
Cherry, would you
I
like to
heard
play
about it,
SCP
and then I
Containment
saw
Breach?
it, and I was like, oh no.
Because you're free for Among Us like before. Should be. You can't guarantee that something won't come up with work. Low, I totally understand. There's no need to commit when you're not sure. I'm gonna try to be live at 2. Doing SCP.
Okay.
And
I can do 2 o'clock.
yeah, and I'm gonna post asking people 4 to 8 time slots that work for Among Us and see how many people we can get. If people are available and ready to go, then I'm absolutely super down to play. I'll be really, really sad if we can't get a lobby on Wednesday though, because new map.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to get a lobby.
Yeah,
Especially for the rare drop channel. I think we can get a lobby.
we're not doing it this week.
Tonight's
Mother of fuck.
We're going 1 week on, 1 week off, just because I need time in my schedule to do shit.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, it's one of those like.
Last week I was at a barbecue, so I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
It's all good, BB. We're gonna start figuring out some other games to play, like Pummel Party and stuff.
I would be down for Pummel Party.
Yep, I literally I actually have a list of co-op games that I made. It's showing up here, but
Kevin wants to start putting Game Pass games on there too.
you act like I haven't already tried to look into that.
So like Sea of Thieves and stuff.
Sea of Thieves game tonight would be kind of lit as fuck.
You know who does Sea of Thieves like almost all the damn time? Doodle.
I was gonna say not off the top of my head, but I know there's people.
That's literally like half the pings I get from her Discord are like, "Hey, who wants to play this?" Okay, so party games. We have Pummel Party.
Mm-hmm.
We have all the Jackbox stuff, which we just need to be smart about.
Project Winter.
We need to buy Project Winter.
Project Winter is on Game Pass.
Oh, Project Winter it is.
I didn't know that.
I actually did know that, but I forgot. Class 5 to 8, anytime other than that would be fine. Oh, we can do SCP, and you can join us later for Among Us. Who would be the Pirate King? I would be, clearly. I have Deceit on here.
I didn't realize that Octopath Traveler was on fucking Game Pass.
Oh, have you not played it?
I own it on
Nice.
PC. I have played almost all of it. I also own it on Switch, but I did not know it was on Xbox.
So, Tim, I would like to convince people to buy Aggro. I'd really like to convince people to buy Aggro.
As soon as I've gotten my money's worth out of Outriders, then I will buy Aggro.
Oh my god, we'll then have 4 people that own it. That's like halfway to an actual game. Tabletop Simulator I threw in here because I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Tabletop Sim and it was hilarious.
You good for me to reach out to Tech this week, Technic?
Yeah.
Frank? Yeah, cool.
Enemy on Board is a Among Us style game. It's pretty much Among Us, but not. SCP, Secret Lab, because we have that server now.
Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity, as long as we're, like, reasonable. And Uno.
I'm so down to do Uno.
Uno be fun as fuck, bro. I also
we could TTS
back,
night again. Do you mean TTT?
We do need TTT back. I want to get TTT back. I fucking love that game mode.
Oh my god. I haven't heard Gary's mod in months.
I just thought you were kind of over it, so I didn't want to like bitch and moan.
I need to remake the server from scratch.
Yeah.
So like it's not like
you could do an Uno stream. It came free with your Xbox.
That too, but you mean tabletop sim? Oh yeah, no, we definitely need more tabletop sim. Tabletop sim's great. And it's also just like everything.
Also, like, honest to God, you ready for this fun part?
Mm-hmm.
This winter we'll just be able to do it in an actual production space.
Lies. Tabletop sim exists because we don't buy board games.
Oh, I'm totally gonna buy board games.
What?
We're totally gonna buy board games for the office, dude. You think
Paul,
we're not gonna go
Paul.
to the office and have a night?
We're not going to buy $120 board games that we're going to play once and then never again that don't look good on a shelf, but we will play them in tabletop sim.
Oh yes, but I'm talking about like, like we will totally. Like,
We're also not going to buy a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh decks, but we'll play it in tabletop.
I mean,
Fact.
it's also a very efficient way to play Magic for free.
Yep.
Um,
And we can do that in tabletop.
well,
I
There's
would
literally
love to do.
there's literally scripts so that you can put Magic cards into tabletop sim.
no, we know.
I know.
Tim and I have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an 8-player commander table downloaded on my tabletop.
My friend has
So
an
that-
8-player Yu-Gi-Oh table. I kind of crushed him with Exodia.
Of course you did.
Did you know that if there's a 1 in 650,000 chance that your opening hand contains Exodia, in a legal Yu-Gi-Oh deck?
Did you know
where-
that this?
because there's only one copy of each of the pieces in it.
So are you ready for this? This was a legal
Found that.
This was a legal Yu-Gi-Oh deck. This was shuffled using Tabletop Simulator. My starting hand was everything except the right arm of Exodia.
Yep. See, when Duel Links first started,
Mhm.
back in like 2016,
Yeah.
I built Exodia speedrun.
Oh, beautiful.
Like that was a deck that I played. Because you could run two copies of each piece. So I did.
Yeah, that's all. It's always a
I
fun
farmed for my grandfather's cards as a skill so that I could play Exodia. And that was the first season that I got to King of Games. It was fire. And then I just played Red Eyes decks the entire rest of the time. And got to King of Games.
I'm just gonna say it's just gonna be fun to be in person and host in-person poker nights.
That is true.
Okay, so Paul, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
My buddy from California has been wanting to do poker nights, and we literally just started them this week. Like Friday night, we had our first poker night, where I obviously cleaned up.
Of course you.
Until literally the end where we decided this is taking too long and we want to go play another game. So then we just decided to go all in no matter what every hand.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And it was
You lost because of it.
oh yeah, I lost because of it. It was just bad RNG. I would have won, period, because I was like I had $12,000 in chips and he had 6. Like I was winning. I had cleaned the board, but
Raffle stomp.
so next week we're doing it again, but with money.
I love it.
So I'm super about it. I'm also trying to look up where can I find co-op
What time?
games?
What time?
I have no idea. We'll need to
In Game Pass?
yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Capabilities.
Yeah, like poker nights are just so much fun.
Yeah. One of my friends just got an Xbox Series X. He won it in a bingo game that the union board at my school put on.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, I bought gold." And I was like, "Go refund that right now and go buy Game Pass."
Game Pass Ultimate.
And he was like, "Why?" I go, "Okay, you're going to
want
spend
every game
$5
that's
more."
entering-
Oh my god, guys, Human Fall Flat is on Game Pass.
Mhm.
I'm adding that to the list.
Like I bought Game Pass purely so that I could play Tales of Vesperia and Project Winter and fucking
We could also do Marvel
Middle
vs.
Earth Shadow of
Capcom
War.
fights.
We could do that. We could do that in person. That'd be fun.
It'd be really fun.
my housemate has now played all of Doom, the original, and almost all of Doom 2.
Okay,
Because of Game Pass.
First of all, Brett, hello. We just ended podcast, so we're just memeing around right now, and I don't have alerts on this page because it's what I record the podcast with. But hello, yes. Also, Worms is on Game Pass.
Worms is a fun as shit game.
Worms is a game we need to play.
Yep.
That is a game night game. That is we get another person and we make meme teams and go for it.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Worms. I remember having Worms on my original 360, the 360 that came with no hard drive. I had to go buy a hard drive just for Worms. And let me tell you, I spent hundreds of hours playing that game with my friends.
Okay, chat. I need to scoot because I need to write some music tonight.
All right. Yep, that sounds like it's going to be about the end, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, I really should play Nier again.
Yeah.
And Octopath is on here now. Holy shit, there's so much stuff.
Yeah, Octopath, massive vouch. That game is
Octopath
so
on stream to Android?
I don't know.
Because that'd be a really good stream to Android game.
I play it on PC and then just do like this. I play it literally on my iPad. I just do the Steam stream to it.
Minecraft Dungeons is just watered down Diablo. I'd prefer to play Diablo, but we don't have that right now.
Okay, so with Game Pass, Octopath is not playable on mobile.
It'd be a perfect game for it.
But if you just buy it on Steam, which I know, it's on Game Pass, don't buy it. But also, the game is just that good. And then I just play it from my my mobile device. I play it on my phone and I play it on my iPad. Because it's really easy. All you do is you just turn on your computer and you turn off your monitors and you just let it do its thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining us tonight. This was fun. We should do this again. Tim, do you want to do this again? This is a fun thing.
Yeah, we could do this again.
We'll see you guys again next week.
Whoa, Paul, we don't want to commit to anything. We didn't do this last week. We'll see you guys next week at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time sharp on a Monday night. And if we're not there,
blame Paul.
No, we can't. No, we can't just I'm not saying blame anybody. No, I'm saying we need a punishment if we're not on time next week.
All right.
I'm asking for suggestions. If that wasn't clear.
I didn't have one off the top of my head
because chat just does not need that.
Sherry can think of one. Sherry can think of one.
Does not need that kind of power.
Hey, Paul, what cup size are you?
Hey, chat. How about this? You have until Friday of this week to come up with a punishment so that if we're late, we know what it is. You can DM.
That was a good physical gag.
You can put it into. You watch all of One Piece? No, that's not a punishment.
That's not a punishment. That's a life sentence.
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking for a slap on the wrist. I'm asking for 40 lashings. I'm not asking for 40 years, okay?
Yeah. Feel free to DM the Studio Blank Twitter account
or any one of
myself.
Us.
Yep.
Actually, not Paul. Paul will withhold. Paul gets off on withholding.
Send it to
he kept
either
shaking
myself
his head, and that scares me.
Or Nate, and we will.
I'm too busy. My DMs are exhausting.
Yeah, we will take care of it.
Don't answer me. Make sure you send it to... No, I'm not making that joke. It's just on the off chance that somebody does it.